Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Dweevbs United. Yeah. So, today, you have us, and we are going to be drinking some beer like we usually do and chatting about a few things. So, we got to find out what everybody's drinking, and let's start with Gregory.
Well, I would say water, except my water bottle's empty, so nothing.
Good, good. You deserve nothing. Actually, I have to go out into the garage and get some water in a bit. Big E, what are you drinking tonight?
Nothing.
Nothing.
These
Nothing.
motherfuckers.
You motherfuckers, yeah.
Get hydrated, little kids.
I'm pulling an Aaron. I'm sick right now.
Great start to this beer chat.
Gee,
that's
what
why
are you
it's the next
drinking
one
tonight?
over.
Of course, we ask Guy a question, so everything's quiet.
He's on mute. He's muted himself. His mouth is moving, but nothing's coming out.
On mine, his shit's moving in frames.
I can't even see what he put up because I'm blind.
Mine, he's naked.
On yours,
No,
he's naked. Of course,
that's
he's naked on yours.
He's got to be on.
I'm sure he has his. I'm sure he has his wellies in.
That's your imagination there, Greg.
Lee, what are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking actual beer. It's been Drift Coastal Lager. There you go.
Awesome, Nicholas.
I'm going to crack open a Le Chouf as soon as my picture's ready.
You're a shoe.
Yourself there, Jamie. So, Basement Beer Reviews is here. Yay, Basement Beer Reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Good.
what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Either going to be trying this Big Rock traditional ale, or maybe after that, E on a Buffalo.
I want that so bad, too.
Yeah, on a buckle. Nice.
And then see, you offended him. Now he left. He's
Yeah.
pissed.
That
I was
guy.
just saying.
Yourself, Joe, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking straight up Wales, bro. I'm going with Saranac's Hoppy Hour Hero Mosaic IPA. Straight up Wales.
Nice.
Fucking Saranac.
And I'm going to drink a Stranger Than Fiction from Collective Arts. So let's open this up, and then we'll go to Canadian beer news first. I'm drinking out of this glass, just for you guys.
Fucking stupid.
Bought one of those?
I bought 2 of them.
Double stupid.
Yeah, you're twice as
And
dumb.
I bought a 4-pack of the little port ones, so the port ones are like 3 ounces instead of 10.
Oh
Well,
my God, it's so ridiculous.
The bright side is you could have wasted more money on more drones, but, you know.
No, these were like $3 each from China.
Chinese drones are cheap, man.
That's great. Your stupid drones can carry your stupid glasses around.
Hey, do your drones have their pinkies out when they carry it?
They do.
You could crush those
assholes.
3-ounce ones. You could crush with your fucking pinky, for fuck's sakes.
Okay,
probably
so
gonna
first
end up
and
doing that.
foremost, there is this piece of news that is big for possibly Greg if he goes back to Burdock, but Burdock is launching the Cuvée series of blended barrel fermented beers. So, brewing restaurant and live music venue Burdock has announced the launch of their Cuvée series featuring blends of barrel primary fermented beers that have been in contact with wood throughout all of the fermentation. The initial release of the series is a 9.5 ABV Super Saison.
Wow,
What
super.
kind of beer?
Super Saison.
I couldn't get
Oh,
that.
so not
That's
traditional.
one.
A blend of 3 barrels that underwent mixed fermentation with Saison yeast and Brett. They will go on sale Thursday, February 4th in a limited edition of 852 bottles at the Burdock retail store.
So
They'll
is
also
anyone
be
going to
on
make?
tap while supplies last.
So is anyone going to make the obligatory Dragon Ball Z joke here? Its power
No,
level is over
super.
9,000.
Yeah, the Super Saison or whatever.
Super Saiyan. Yeah. God.
I was going to make
Am
this
I the
stupid
biggest
Colin
nerd
the
on this
Soup joke.
fucking panel?
You are
Yes.
the biggest nerd on this panel. I don't
Yeah.
watch fucking Dragon Ball Z.
I don't watch it either, but I know the reference.
Sawdust City and Bose has released a collaborative Weizenbock called Hot Love Under a Cold Moon.
Ooh.
A
It is,
Weizenbock?
Sounds sticky.
it is 8% ABV, and it will be available in cans at the Sawdust City retail store as of February 11th.
Yay, collabs.
Yep. Railway City, their Barrel Reserve series continues with Irish Red Lager Ale.
What the fuck?
So they
Why?
basically made a red Kolsch and put it in a barrel.
Might have more
Why?
flavor.
Well, that's the big question, right? Why? That one is, some of their other ones have been interesting, but why?
Because why
The bottles are selling for $8.95 each.
not? Fuck off. I mean, that's cool.
And no purchase limit, guys. No purchase limit.
Oh, no limits. Oh, there's gonna be problems. No limits.
Sounds like
And lastly, from Canadian beer news, Brimstone Brewing and Brothers Brewing have released a collaborative golden stout this time. The newest undercover brother is a golden stout at 6% ABV and 25 IBU. It's available now at Brimstone and select licensees in the Niagara region.
Man, people thought black IPAs were like gimmicky fad beers. Fucking white stouts are the fucking worst.
Well, this one's a golden stout.
It's golden. Let's
Oh,
not be
it's
a
golden.
racist
I'm
over
sorry.
Emily.
You know,
Come on.
Load of
Gold.
bullshit. A fucking bunch of bullshit.
And now, with as much as I've had my little issues since the first beer festival with Railway City and their rage quitting me, I will give them this. I will read this for them if anyone's interested. Railway City has entered into the 2016 World Tubing Championships as team number 53, the Frosty Loggers. And if they need your help raising funds to renovate the St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital Special Care Nursery. So if you donate to their team, all the money is going to the Special Care Nursery in St. Thomas. So I'm just going to say that's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. Are they going to guarantee the fatalities on their team for this event?
No, I don't think they're going to guarantee any fatalities on the team.
Well, no money for them then.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Alrighty. Anything anyone else wants to talk about? Any news in your areas?
All the breweries have shut down in America. Done.
Nova Scotia sucks. We got 40 new breweries coming in this year, apparently.
No Epiphany number 3 anytime soon.
Well, yeah, Greg has awesome news about Black Oak that no one cares about. You
Yeah.
should tell everyone.
No Epiphany number 3 or number 1 anytime soon.
People there.
Their tanks are all filled.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, see, and that Greg is part of the sad thing. Like, I was talking to Devin about Innocente, about how they haven't had anything new recently either. And he's like, well, we're in the LCBO now, and there's the double-edged sword for a lot of breweries. You want to get into the LCBO because you want to get into more markets, but as soon as you get into the LCBO, if you don't have a huge amount of tank space already, your tanks are all taken up.
What did they enter the LCBO with?
Innocente?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's Sorry, what was that, Greg?
The charcoal stout, isn't it?
Yeah,
Charcoal porter. It's one of their worst beers in my mind.
How dare you talk about Innocente like that?
Always a 9 out of 10.
Innocente, Innocante, nobody cares.
Here's the thing.
I actually just gave one of their beers a 7 out of 10.
I'm proud of you,
Oh
Jamie.
my god.
I'm really proud of you, right?
Falling.
But it's haggis spice, so...
Oh, God. That's a guaranteed 975 for Chad. But that's every
No,
beer
I
from
actually didn't like
Innocente.
that one.
Oh, no? You like haggis, though.
No, I don't like haggis. What's his face? James
Oh, no.
loves haggis.
It doesn't punter?
Yeah, and so does the cartoon. They both loved that beer.
I've got an extra one if anyone wants it.
That sounds like a ringing endorsement.
Joel, I didn't hear you there.
No, totally not. I don't want to shame Dev.
I do have one for Guy.
Yeah. Don't rage
That's
quit this
nice. I just bought 6 pipe insulation pipes today.
No,
See that, Guy?
Yes.
No.
It's nice.
Gee, don't you want that?
Coming.
I mean, don't
Oh,
you
yeah.
want that beer? Like, you want that beer.
I got his
how
beer
did you
lined
buy
up in
the
my
beer?
fridge already. I just gotta pack him up and send him the box.
Nice. Oh, you guys are doing a trade.
Yep.
Yes.
Anyone else want to do a trade on here? Anybody else?
Can
Lee,
I have all the Saranac? That's what I
Lee.
want.
you want all the Saranac?
No.
Totally yours. No, you do. You totally want it all.
No. Joe, I mean, you get on people for being homers and slappies for like local breweries, and here you are drinking up all the Resurgence and Saranacs and giving them all 10s. It's unbelievable.
Pretty
such
sure,
a-
Here's a question
pretty
for
sure
you,
those
Guy.
Saranacs are getting a 10 ever. Like, ever.
Here's a question for Guy.
Hey, you keep drinking them.
I've only ever sent pipe insulation once I've gotten it. How much does a 6-foot pipe insulation tube cost you? That's what you're buying it in, right? Like 6 feet?
I think so. It's like $275. for one.
Fuck, I need to start buying that instead of bubble wrap.
Oh, screw that. Send them in socks in a bag. That works for me.
Work socks in a bubble mailer. I'm still to this day amazed that made it here without breaking.
Stock stand on its own.
But Home Depot only sells like the small diameter. You can't get the cool industrial stuff like I don't know what's his name again.
Brad?
Yeah, Brad.
You forgot Brad's name? Does that just happen?
Had a brain fart. Anyway, so you gotta cut like 2 pipes, get it together, and yeah. So use zip ties now. It's easier.
Yeah.
I would take your word for it, Gabe, but I feel like a 6-part video series on how to actually pack a beer mat would do me a lot of good.
Especially demonstrate how to use the zip ties properly.
Yeah. Make sure the first part, though, is complaining about whoever sent you the beer for a good 7 straight minutes.
You can do an unboxing video when I send you all Grand River beers back.
Fucking all, and you should send you like a couple sticks of butter too. You should have a lot of fun.
How have you tried the ghee on a buffalo yet, Jamie? Is it any good?
Just a little bit on tap at Block 3. It was good. Yeah, it actually reminded me of what was it, the Russian gun a little bit.
So it was buttery.
No, not buttery, but just a hopped up stout like that.
I think you're thinking about the Russian gun circa 2013 there, Chad, probably.
Yeah, apparently they have gotten better at their brewing now.
Oh, yay, no butter. Fantastic.
What do you mean? He's changing his recipe? Oh, this is bullshit. It sounds like Gente.
I think they're changing the recipe as they actually learn how to brew properly.
Well, I'm new to the show, so hello, everybody. Thank you to Chad for inviting me.
Hello, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? What are you guys drinking tonight? I think I'm going to have an Innocent Gun or a Steam Whistle. I've got a bunch of beers in my fridge I've been reviewing lately.
Don't drink the steam whistle. Leo will get jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I want to know something. You guys, I know Chad's from Ontario. He got to tour the Steam Whistle Brewery, which was an excellent couple videos, Chad. Thank you for that. Why the hell don't they make it in 12s in Manitoba? Like, we only get singles here. We cannot get 12s of Steam Whistle in Manitoba, and it pisses me off, because that's all I would buy. Unless I was going to get, like, an import or something, I would buy Steam Whistle all the time, because it's absolutely delicious.
Probably cost them too much for the shelf space for 12s in Manitoba.
Well, you know what, though? The MLCC are a bunch of dickheads here, too. I mean, we are limited to what the Manitoba Liquor Control Commission allows Manitoba to bring in. So I don't know if laws are different province to province or if it's Canada wide. I have no idea about that. So
no, each province does have laws on what will and will not be allowed in. So they probably have to pay. I don't know. Maybe they have some duty or something on a bigger space, or maybe they just or maybe they just think singles will move faster. I'm not sure.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they couldn't even get the space. I mean,
I don't know. If we can sell garbage like Lucky Lager and Boxer and Budweiser and all that other crap, we can make room for Steam Whistle on our shelves.
Well, what it comes down to is who's going to pay the government or the private stores or whatever. In your guys' case, the most amount of money for shelf space. Who's willing to shell out the money?
Yeah. Yep. It's a delicious beer. I really enjoy it a lot. There was a couple I reviewed. Mill Street. I really like the Mill Street Brewery. They make really good stuff. Hobgoblin, the Witchwood Brewery, makes really good stuff. Although I watched Chad's review on the Forest Fruits and it wasn't very good, so I don't think I'll be trying that. Have you guys had Bohemian? It's called Baron Bohemian Dark Czech Lager or something like that. It's really good too. It was another one.
No.
Angry Scotch Ale is another one that I really enjoyed. It comes in 650 milliliter bottles. But, yeah.
No, I haven't had the dark at all, or the last one you mentioned.
Okay.
I don't know about anybody else. Since they're all silent, I'll go with no.
No, I haven't.
Nope.
9.
It's weird.
No.
We all get different beers across Canada. That's so strange.
Yeah, but based on, I don't know. I'm.
We lost the big man.
Oh,
Never know what he had to say.
Fight you or fight your connection.
Sounds like you guys are struggling for some some real selection. I mean, if Steam Whistle is a struggle, then oh boy.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
not good.
If I go into Liquor Mart, there's beers from all over the world. Now, I'm really glad that Chad re-educated me on Foster's because I actually like Foster's, but it's not truly Australian beer in Canada.
Nope.
So
It's not really truly Australian beer anyway. You'd be hard pressed to find it in Australia. So
Yeah, and that's what almost every Australian says, is that you won't find that there. There's a lot of other breweries there, Cooper's and
Victoria Bitter.
But so
there's one that has all these amazing commercials. Carlton, I think.
How about anything from what's the fucking good craft brewery there? Half Pints, is it?
Oh yeah,
Manitoba?
well I think Manitoba has what? Manitoba has Half Pints,
we have Fort Garry.
Fort Garry, and
Yeah.
basically the Farmery once it fully opens.
Oh, Farmery's
Still-
terrible.
Yeah,
I
they
hated
are.
that shit.
But they're still brewing in Muskoka, I believe.
Anything Fort Garry I really liked. I did not like their dark IPA. That IBU was too much for me. I'm a malt maniac. I do not like a lot of hops in my beer. It's just too much. It was too bitter. I could only get down like half the can and I was just about vomiting. I could not drink that stuff. I'm not a big IPA guy. I mean, that one that Fire in the Rye, after I saw Chad's review, I bought that too, and that was actually really decent. That was the hops done right. It wasn't
the best of the three.
overpowering. Yeah, it wasn't
Double trouble.
overpowering. Yeah.
I personally, of all their beers, that's probably one of my favorites. I mean, their stout is way too watery.
I've never tried the stout.
Yeah, they make a mocha stout. Apparently, according to Claude, they have a cider that he's going to bring to the festival in May. So we'll see how that is. The Revenge of the Ginger was okay. The Pilsner I hated the most of all of them. I disliked
Is
the
that
Pilsner
Hops
quite a
and
bit.
Robbers or
That was
Or no,
Prison Break.
Prison Break? Yeah, that one sucked. The Hops and Robbers was.
The Hops and Robbers was an OPA. I mean, it was exactly what Tank House is. It was exactly what Old Tomorrow is.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of them.
The Fire in the Rye was the
Yeah.
best. It was a bit of a departure, I found.
Yep, and they're still brewing that stuff, I believe, at Wellington, which is why it has that slightly. Ooh, yeah, that was a good fart. Why they have that slightly welly-like taste to them.
Yeah, I like their new mascot.
Yeah, their new mascot's awesome.
Yeah,
Did you print that?
legs for days.
Have you guys ever had this beer? I'm going to hold it up to the camera. Chad, I know you're a bit blind, buddy, so I'll say it. Olympia, have you guys ever had this? It's actually pretty damn good.
No.
It's a domestic, but it's brewed in Saskatchewan, the Great Western Brewing Company. That's actually one of my favorite domestic brewers is Great Western, and I was glad to see Chad review the Brewhouse Pilsner. I like the Brewhouse Prime. It's a black. It's a dark. It's a stronger version of it, but the Great Western Brewery is actually probably the only domestic I like.
Isn't that the one that's in Prince George?
No, that's in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm actually, I am intrigued by a lot of their stuff, just because the Pilsner wasn't actually bad, but I believe that's Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, and that's about it for Canada.
Olympia is actually an American beer, this one here, and I don't know how Great Western acquired the rights to make it, but it's actually, I think you'd like it, Chad. It's not... When I watched your review on Labatt Extra Dry, I laughed my ass off because that is some of the worst shit I've ever had in my life. I did go on a boxer kick for a little while because I thought I'd give Minhas a chance, and I will never touch that stuff again. I don't know how a craft brewery like Minhas could be so bloody terrible. But
the next time we have Greg on camera, he has a good deal of Minhas products to drink now.
Well, you said the Boxer watermelon was good, which really kind of blows my mind how Minhas could make anything taste good.
Well, you just have to put watermelon flavoring in it, and it's okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, Joe, you get what's their craft brewery in the States?
I want to forget it because I don't want to talk about it ever again. But Rhinelander?
Yeah, so that's Minhas as well, and
their chocolate bloody stout.
Yeah. Some of the Rhinelander beers though aren't actually horrible, but a lot of them Yeah. Our special.
I think I picked up a bomber of that for $2 and like 85 cents. A bomber.
Yeah, and that's the only reason it's an okay purchase is it's $2 for a bomber.
Nope.
Well,
Not
yeah,
an okay
you know what?
purchase.
In all honesty, I'll take that back. I would rather give you the $2.25 for a 6-pack of Big Flats.
I would rather drink the Big Flats over the chocolate bunny stuff.
Chad, I'm curious, being a beer connoisseur like yourself, and you gentlemen, Chad, what is the worst beer you've ever had? I would think Boxer's like way up there, but is there anything you've had that's worse than Boxer?
Bud
Yeah,
Light,
Yeah, the Mad Lager.
The mad.
What about the
worst-
dog bite? That dog bite seemed fucking awful too. Like I thought Chad was gonna vomit when he chugged that garbage.
The one beer I've had that unfortunately I never got on camera because I drank it before I started reviewing that I hated the most was called Bishop's Finger. And I made the joke. I was drinking it with my dad, and I said it kind of tastes like altar boy's anus. But it was like drinking. It was like doing a dirty Mexican asshole. The shot, because what you'd do with that is you'd take a cigarette lighter, ashtray. Sorry. Take all the butts out and leave the ashes in. Pour the tequila and drink it. And it really was like I was drinking like I was sucking on a cigarette butt. Is what it was like.
The worst beer I've ever had is Church Key. Holy smoke, it was fucking gross.
See, that beer fucking cheated me. I had it at the Toronto Festival of Beer the first year I went with me and Paul, and he was doing all the camera work of trying to look up girls' skirts while I'm reviewing beers. But we're there, and it was actually good there. And then I saw it at the LCBO for like $9 a bomber, and I'm like, you know what? I enjoyed it at the Toronto Festival of Beer. I'll buy another one. And oh my god, did I regret ever paying any money for that.
One of the few that I just couldn't finish. I just poured it down the drain.
I thought that beer at the LCBO a few years ago, and I mean, I don't remember loving it, but I don't remember thinking it was that terrible either. It was
well, I think for me, part of it was I actually had it at the festival, and I enjoyed it, and then I had it there, and I'm like, what is this?
I think Budweiser Crown is the worst beer I've ever had.
Bud Crown?
Ugh.
How about yourself, Lee?
I don't fucking know.
There's
so many bad ones.
I'm gonna say Boxer. That's probably the worst. Actually, no. There is worse. Lucky. I do not know why so many people buy that fucking swill. Lucky is I cannot even get that down. I used to drink the extra just because it was cheap, and then I was like, you know what? It's worse than Boxer. At least Boxer's sweet. And Lucky just tastes like fucking urine, man. It's terrible. I don't know how Labatt... Well, all of Labatt's shit is garbage, except for 50. I do like Labatt 50 a lot, but...
Well, I've got a Lucky and then 2 other shitty beers Chad gave me that you can watch some torture porn next week.
Axehead?
Lemon Cruller Ale.
Oh, yeah, that's a...
What's the name of that brewery with the pink bottles?
Fucking Rogue.
Rogue. Yeah, that shit sucked.
Yeah, I don't know,
like
but
it.
I just had that Mad Can of Virgin Lager last week. I don't know if you can call it a beer or not technically, but at least these terrible beers have the one thing that, they may be disgusting, but at least they get you drunk. This doesn't even have that. It's disgusting, and it will not get you drunk because it's 0% alcohol.
How about 50 ounces of chelada? How did that work out
I
for you?
would rather do 60 ounces of, or I would rather do
60? You want 10 extra ounces?
Yeah.
Why?
10 extra. No, I would rather do that chelada thing again than I would drink just a regular can of that Mad Canada lager. Ugh.
That could be arranged.
I bet you
I
would
got you
want to do
covered.
that chelada thing again. I could see the secret smile on your fucking face while you're just chugging those down like a dirty whore.
Instead of going to 60 ounces, I'll make sure we'll bump it up to 75. We'll give you 3 cans of it.
I've got a question for Chad. Why does Paul hate almost every beer you review? Is he just not a beer guy? Is he more of a cider guy, or is he?
Oh, you're telling me no, because I purposely give him beers that I know he's going to dislike to see him freak out.
Yeah, when he punched you when you were drinking the Boxer, man, holy fuck! I was like, isn't that a bit harsh? But you should have refrigerated it first, Chad. That was
no.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I think Chad could take a punch anyways.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, Christ, unrefrigerated Boxer, yeek.
I don't know, Jamie. You say that. I've been hit by Paul at like 25% strength, and I would say no. I would not want to live that down at all.
No, I think you could take him in a fight.
He was cartoonishly huge.
I wouldn't try to. I tried to butter him up That's what I tried to do.
That sounds even worse.
Back to Grand River Brewing, eh?
I still got punched. I still got punched, Lisa. You are correct.
So our first news story that I think is kind of funny is that there was a Soviet delegation in Ottawa over the last few weeks in January.
There's no such thing as a Soviet. There's no such thing as a Soviet anymore.
Well, yes, I know. It was the Ruskies. It was the Russians. But they were there. The Russians were there to learn the secrets of Canadian craft beer and why the beer industry is booming, because they're trying to cut back vodka consumption.
Good luck with that.
Wow.
That's like telling a Rastafarian not to keep smoking weed. Like, really? What do they think they're going to accomplish?
Use a big flat, so show us what you make.
Are they aware of Blueberry's presence in Ontario?
Yeah.
You know, if they want to really cut back on the vodka, they should really stop trying to invade Poland all the time. Get them into fucking trouble.
Yeah.
And the big flats.
Another bit of information here that came out over the last week is in the Czechs, who are the world's biggest beer drinkers. They do drink the most beer per capita. They are going to be paying less for their beer because the beer taxes are going from 21% down to 10%.
Well, that'll solve a lot of social and health problems in that country.
That'll keep their health problems in check.
Especially when half the population dies in the next 20 years.
Man, I imagine for a second, like the beer taxation going from 30% to 10% in Ontario, or like 35% to 10% in Nova Scotia and New Brunswick.
What is their health? What kind of government do they have in the Czech Republic anyway? Like, what is their healthcare system over there?
I have no clue, but 10% beer tax.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can be all fucked up with cheap beer, baby.
Is it true, guys? Is it true that beer is more expensive in Ontario than any other province?
No, I would say Alberta is probably one of the highest because of the private system.
Some of our stuff's more expensive.
Because when you tell me that you're getting 6-packs for like $5, I'm like, what? Because a 6-pack here, dude, is like over 10. And even of like shit like Lucky is over $10 fucking for a 6-pack.
I don't know of any 6-pack in Ontario you can get.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm the only dude on this panel that can get an actual 6-pack for $5.
Yeah.
Where are you from, bro?
New York. I'm the only non-Canadian.
Oh,
so,
you're from the States. Okay. Yeah, well, that explains why you can get your beer cheap.
I'm like a half Canadian, though. I'm close enough.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
the cheapest 6-pack you're gonna get is like $8.
The best way to do it is to take a 2-4 that you can get in basically every province. So you take a 2-4 of Molson Canadian. What's a 2-4 of Molson Canadian here? I think it's like $35.99.
38, somewhere in there.
35 to 38.
Yeah, something like that.
So what is it in Nova Scotia? What is it in New Brunswick?
It's the mid-40s, I think, now, something like that.
I think Manitoba, it's close to $40.
Yeah, so we would probably be $1 or $2 cheaper than you guys, and then and then Nova Scotia would be a couple bucks more.
What beer is
it? It depends on the brands. It
Just
depends
Canadian.
on the brands. Depends on where it comes from. Depends on what deals your liquor control board gets with different breweries overseas. There's all kinds of factors in it, but generally, I think probably the prairie provinces are more expensive, just because people are paid more in the prairie provinces anyway.
Moosehead's from New Brunswick. What's a 2-4 a Moosehead run in New Brunswick?
Oh, geez, you have to make me look it up. I think it's like 42 or 43.
Because I think that is
please,
39 or 40 here.
You're drinking it all the time, Nick. Come on now, stop trying to lie to people.
I drink it all the time.
I don't have the beer store website open, but I believe a 2-4 of Moosehead is like 39 or 40 here.
I just looked up Canadian is 38 at the beer
38?
store.
Okay. A 2-4 of Canadian at Wegmans here in the States is $19.99.
Jesus, Murphy.
But now with the the conversion,
that's more like
$30, like $28 to $30.
Yeah, because our dollar's worth shit right now.
Yeah, it's no good to us Canadians to like go over and shop there, but I mean because Joe's not paid in Canadian dollars, it makes no difference to him.
It's true. And also since I don't drink macro shit, it makes no difference whatsoever to me.
Yeah.
Makes no difference, my friends.
Well,
no difference, my friends. I have said no name.
I had that conversation on
I'm gonna dig a beer out and see what you guys think of this. Hold on.
On a beer blogger's site. I had a conversation about that with him. Sorry,
I
go
can't
ahead.
honestly tell you how much a 24 or a flat of a Moosehead lager costs here because they listed it.
Uh,
24 cans of Alpine goes for $40 though.
And Alpine is cheaper than
No,
Moosehead
that's a good
normally.
price, usually.
No, see, Alpine over here is more of a not quite budget, but more budget than.
is Alpine still around? I thought it was D.
Yeah,
I think
we
that's the.
we have Alpine here.
I
Have
thought
you
it was.
guys ever had this?
Yeah.
The Daub
Yep.
Maybach.
Yes. Is
Yep.
it better than the regular dab? Is it different at all? I've never tried it.
I don't like it better than the regular one.
Yeah, I would rather the regular.
Yeah, that's just basically almost
More
the malt
alcohol.
It's basically the malt liquor Daub, essentially, is what it is.
Well, let's see what it's like, boys. Let's see if I like it.
Nick, whenever you know if you've had the EFIS or not, tell me, because if you haven't, I'm going to drink it. If you have, it goes in your. If you have, it's going to go in your pile. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
I had it at the Beer Fest in 2014, and it was really good.
Do you want a can to review?
You don't have to. You don't want to review it. If you're hard up looking for stuff to send me, then go ahead.
It's in your pile.
Sweet.
And I'm going to drink this. The
Oh.
Frankenstout from Block 3.
Oh, there's alcohol astringency on this, big time.
Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful beer.
Have you had that before, Rhino?
Talking about the Dab Maybach, there's a lot of alcohol astringency here.
Okay, a 24 pack of Molson Canadian here in Nova Scotia right now is $44.98.
Yeah, so you're almost $7 more than Ontario.
For fuck's sakes.
Have you had that before,
Sorry,
Chad?
that's crazy.
The
though.
Frankenstout?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it the first time they brewed it.
Okay.
Have you had it before?
I have. From Block 3, it's one of the best ones that they do.
One of my least favorite from them is their work.
Noon on a weekday.
Yeah, that one. One of
Yeah.
my least favorite from them.
Yeah.
I actually am a fairly big fan of Block 3. I'm especially a fan of the prices they charge on most of their beer because I think that value for what you're getting is great. Actually, that entire area is pretty good for value. Innocente beer is usually a good value. If you go to the Brick Brewing Company, even, I mean, their beers suck, but the value is there.
Yeah. There's 2 or 3 new breweries opening up, too, in the next couple months.
I'm jealous. I'm very jealous.
Yeah, I'll have to check them
I
out.
don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I did add 3 new breweries to the beer festival in May. The Exchange will be there, as will the Forefathers and Niagara College. And I'm working on one last brewery to round it out to 31 breweries.
Oh, Niagara College.
So you get a sample of the Exchange, or is it going to cost like 6 or 7 tokens?
I hope not.
That didn't sound very convincing.
You know what? On tap, their beer costs on average the same as any other craft beer, so I'm going to expect that it'll be fine.
So you're paying for the stupid fucking champagne bottles or wine bottles that no one fucking asked for. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, if you do samplers, they're $2, and if you do a glass, it's a 13-ounce glass for $6. So it's on par with drinking craft beer at any other brewery.
I'm surprised how late Niagara College got added.
Well, what happened with Niagara College is Alicia is the girl I usually deal with. She was the events coordinator, and they do everything through students. So it was a student in the event coordinator course, like in the events course, and she graduated in December. And she apparently made a file for the other girl to get back to me on, but the new girl didn't even realize there was a file made until recently. She sent me a message. She's like, John asked me about this. What's going on? I'm like, well, you guys didn't say yes or no, so you had a big question mark. Oh, well, we want in. I'm like, okay.
Like,
I'll make room for you.
why are you in like my file? Like, totally.
Did they plan on bringing beers that aren't like their regulars or whatever?
They actually did that to the November festival. They brought some specialty beers that weren't available anywhere else.
Because I always used to just pass by their booth because they usually have.
Yeah, they usually have Butler's Bitter,
Butler's Bitter,
and
yeah.
whatever else. But they had brought 4 beers. That 2 of them were student beers and 2 of them were John specials. So that's what they had brought. And then she went back to the college to get us a can that we reviewed in the doorway. She brought us a can of the Cider 101 from the winery.
Chad, I have a question for you. Did Sleeman's used to be a craft brewery until they were bought out? Was it Molson that bought Sleeman's?
Sleeman is owned by Sapporo, but Sleeman was always like Moosehead and other such things. They were a regional brew.
So technically craft.
Yeah, it was at one point. Sure, it was probably craft before they started swindling down.
Mass production.
Yep.
Canada-wide.
Because I
I
did
don't
a
remember them
review.
ever having like one-offs or anything like that, though.
I did a review of Sleeman's Honey Brown out of a can, and it smelled like baby shit. It's fucking awful. And I used to like that beer, and I'm like, okay, now I know maybe I don't like it anymore because it smelled horrible.
They actually are probably, of the Canadian macro companies, my favorite of the macros. I mean, and they do an IPA that actually tastes like an IPA. They do a porter that actually tastes like a porter. They do a dark that actually tastes like a dark. And then they do their one-offs now in their sampler packs. They actually seem to be trying more than the seasonal samplers. There's been the oaked lager.
Yeah, the oaked one.
The Bock.
Those seasonal ones you can get here year-round in Manitoba.
Yeah, they have what? They had
Pretty
the Bock, the amber, the oaked, and there was one more.
The chocolate lager.
Yeah, the chocolate. And none of them are bad. I mean, none of them are, oh my god, amazing, but none of them are bad either.
I like their porter. That's probably my favorite beer from them.
The Silver Creek Lager, if you get it fresh, if you get Silver Creek Lager, it's nice. I mean, if it's fresh, the first time I reviewed it, it was licking a skunk's asshole because it had skunk so bad. And then I ended up getting it on tap one time, and it was good. So I tried to find a fresh bottle, and I drank it.
I like it better than the original draft just because it doesn't have that bubblegum taste to it that the original draft does.
The original draft and the Honey Brown are my 2 least favorite from them.
And the cream ale that has the bubblegum taste too as well.
Yeah.
And the clear is horrible.
I really wish though that those seasonals would come with, because they're putting that craft beer, that craft-like beer in the seasonal pack. I really wish it would come with like the dark, the IPA, and the porter.
Yeah, none of their regular shit. You know.
No, the Honey Brown isn't as good as I think. Rickard's is better than Sleeman's, for sure. Rickard's is owned by Molson. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
Okay. So then they're not a craft brewery either, then, are they? They're a macro.
Yep.
Interesting. Was Rickard's ever an independent brewery?
Yeah, for a while, weren't they? Just like for a little short while.
Okay. It's interesting to know. That's basically Canada's. Yeah, they corner the market on macros, Labatt and Molson. Pretty much.
I find it actually really refreshing that after all this time, Moosehead still hasn't been bought up. I wonder how many offers they have been given and how many they've turned down.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Moosehead, but I can respect that it's not owned by those 2 corporate giants. One of those 2, anyway.
Hasn't sold out to the man.
And I really do like the Hop City beers, especially Hopbot.
Hop City, I've never heard of that one.
That's a Moosehead brand.
Okay.
Technically, it's an Ontario brewery, technically on paper, but it's not really. What do we have here still to talk about? Well, Lee, is there anything out there, comment-wise at all?
No, I don't. I saw something on the Google Plus side of things from Irish Greg, the good Greg that we had.
The good Greg.
I don't like him.
He just said he couldn't comment or do anything on the YouTube side of things, so he's just going to watch for a while and then take off, I guess. So, thanks for watching. If you're still watching, Greg.
Yeah, thank you, Gregory.
You're welcome.
Fuck you.
Not you, you pervert.
So local. There is a local beer brewer. Well, local. There is a new Ontario brewery that's been open for about a year now that is going to start canning its beer. It's a big thing apparently for Sault Ste. Marie because they are from the Sioux. The brewery is Union Jack. They're going to start trying to get their brews into the LCBO once they start canning. They ended up going through all their beers and watching for a year to see which ones were the most popular. So, of course, the brands that they're going to can is the Rapid River Cream Ale, the 1870 Amber Ale, the Algoma Pale Ale, and the Lock City Commons.
Oh my god.
Hey, another cream ale for Ontario.
I know.
Yeah.
So popular.
Speaking of cream ales, yeah,
Yuck.
yeah,
What's
dollar bill, y'all.
Do you have a Genesee cream in your hand?
No, I have a 6-point cream. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with, and it is a cream ale brewed with coffee. So it's probably going to be better than I would assume.
I really like drinking my beer through a glass straw.
That's cool because you look like a fucking idiot doing it.
That's why I'm doing it.
That's hilarious.
Got to do a snorting video with that glass.
Yeah, he did snort beer once. I forget what review it was.
He does it all the time because he sometimes misses the glass to his face.
Fuck you, Joe. Fuck you.
Does that guy have a Colt 40? I thought he had. I thought I saw Ewert with a Colt 45. I'm like, wow.
No,
That's all you were drinks, that and Old English. That's it.
Hey, I like Old English. Don't
So
hate
does
on
he.
that.
He's
That
all
was
about
the
it.
greatest. That was the greatest malt liquor that ever came out was Old English, and I miss getting those 40 ounces because man, you could get fucked up off of one of those if you're not a huge guy, man. One of those could fuck you up, man. One Old English, and you know what? It's not that bad. I don't know why everybody hates on malt liquor so much because if it's done right, it tastes really fucking good.
Ewert will be the first one to tell you, label out and fuck the glassware, drink it straight from the bottle. There's no reason.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, he gets
Nice.
mongoose. He gets mongoose. He goes right from the fucking can.
He drinks his Mickey's.
Yeah, what is your favorite liquor or malt liquor there, E? What is it? I forgot.
My favorite craft malt liquor or my favorite macro malt liquor?
Well, you can include your shitty fucking Michigan breweries in this bullshit. So, or
that would be Greenbush does one, the LTD, I believe it's called, or the PhD, one of those two. But they did a malt liquor. It was awesome.
you drink it out of a brown bag with
No, I drink my St. Ides out of a brown paper bag.
Oh,
Anybody know who St. Ides?
Greg, do you remember the name of the GLB malt liquor, and they actually put it in Old English bottles?
Bose did a malt liquor.
Bose did one too, yeah, the DOA.
Well, what's Chad drinking there? What the hell is that, Chad?
It's still the Block 3 Frankenstout. This glass doesn't hold a very big one.
I've never had that. It looks fucking delicious. You're a big dark beer fan, so am I. That's like my favorite, man. I love it. Oh, have you guys had Holsten Festbach?
Yeah, the only Holsten I actually enjoy is just the regular
Premium?
Holsten.
Oh, I like the Festbach.
And I only enjoy it because it was one of the first beers I had that brought me into trying other beers.
Okay. I'm a huge fan of the Holsten, both of them. I think Holsten's incredible. So. Yep, love Holsten.
Yep. Joe, to clarify, Greenbush, it was her PhD. And,
classy! I like it.
and I've had a barrel aged version of that. So barrel aged malt liquor, and I tell you, dude, it was awesome.
That Four
You're a
Locos.
fucking homer for Greenwich. I don't believe you.
You guys have Four Locos in the States?
Four Loco, pre-ban Four Loco, yeah.
No, Four Locos is a flavored malt liquor with there's watermelon, there's lemonade, there's black cherry.
Yeah, it's an American company. That's where they're
okay.
originally
I didn't
from.
know that, Chad. Thank you.
And then a lot of different states will have a lot of different ABVs. Like I'll post my video and I'll have like 8 different people. It's this percent here. It's this. I don't care what percent it is where you are.
Yeah, it's 8% here in Manitoba. Isn't it 8% where you are too, Chad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it goes up to 14 in some states. It's from.
Fuck, I want to get my hands on some of that.
If I get a passport, what I have to drink, because people have asked me to do it many times, is I have to find some Mad Dog 2020.
No, you don't. You'll fucking vomit. Don't drink that garbage.
That's why I have to do it.
No, Chad, you don't. You really don't.
No, but if you do drink it, just be sure to videotape.
Oh,
Well, that's the thing. It's gonna be done on.
Chad,
on
you'll puke. I've had that. It's garbage.
Do a
Don't
beer
worry.
alchemy with some tough.
No, but it's entertaining to watch him puke.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen him puke, and it's not that entertaining. It's actually kind of fucking disgusting because he fucking, from the depths of his belly, he gets into it gurgling and all kinds of crazy shit.
Is
Yeah, it sounds like a
puke
fucking
different color?
Sounds like he's trying to start a fucking fishing boat or something. I have no idea what's happening. It's really bad though.
No,
that was at the end of the second century club that we did, where we did it with imperial stouts and imperial IPAs. It was a stupid idea, but we did it.
And to be clear, if you look at his face, he has white hair on his face. So when he vomits, it changes colors. It's not a great time. I don't advocate watching or listening to him vomit.
I have.
It's not a good
Because
time.
I've watched most of his reviews.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, another beer that I really am curious about that I have heard is just fucking terrible is Red Stripe and Dragon Stout. Are they fucking awful, Chad? Is Red Stripe really that awful?
Red Stripe is Red Stripe. I mean, people like it, people don't like it. Dragon Stout, I personally hate. A lot of people love it, but I personally hate it. I think it's basically burnt toffee for me, and that's it.
Tastes like water.
We should ring
I've
the
never
bell
had a
for
Red Stripe. What does Red Stripe taste like, Chad?
Just basically what Guy said, basically water. It's just a Jamaican lager. I just don't care for it. I know James loves making beer can chicken with it, so he'll have it all the time over.
I've never had Jamaican beer. That's why I'm asking, bud.
Can we like cue a bell or play some fucking Bob Marley so Marvin shows up and schools us all on not only how awesome Red Stripe is, but how to make videos? Because that would be a great time. I'm down for that.
I'm gonna make some beer
It's
can
just
chicken
another
with some
macro
local.
lager. It's better than some, worse than others.
How's Bush Light though, Lee? Was that a real good times?
Go fuck yourself, Joe.
That was just a serious question.
Now, you know what is great about Bush Light? There was actually
There's
Nice.
nothing great. Let's be clear. There's
there
nothing great about Bush Light.
There was a lady arrested in Sudbury. Guys, don't drink and drive. There was a lady arrested in Sudbury after an accident who was pulled over and when the cop asked her if she had anything to drink, she said yes, quite enough, at least 10 beers. And apparently there was Bush Light all in the car. So
What's that? Bush Light? What?
yeah, Bush Light everywhere. So I just brought it up because we were talking about Bush Light. There's no real reason for it.
Did you bring any over with the cops, and did they have an examination, an entire panel of people?
No.
Michelob Light?
Michelob
I don't know
Light.
how people even get drunk on light beer. I can't fucking get drunk on that shit.
Just pound them quick.
Yeah, ice cold. You don't taste nothing.
What's that? Bud Ace?
There's no point to light beer. There's really not.
Bud Light Gauntlet.
Bud
Yeah,
Light Gauntlet.
I watched Chad do that. No, thank you. Nope.
It's
Nope.
It's fun.
Not
Do
this
it.
cat.
Not today.
Nope.
I'm gonna do a gauntlet all out of these glasses.
Well, I'm not gonna watch that shit.
Get thumbs down, little kid. Because that's terrible. Also,
You're just jealous you don't have one. I'll buy you one.
No, I think
$3 that'll take 3 weeks to get here. I'll buy you one.
if you pay me, I will take one.
I'll give you $1.
Nope.
You know what? I'm gonna buy like 10 of them for the beer festival and just give them to everybody that comes.
Remember that the first 3 seconds of last year's fest when, in a fit of rage, we're fucking shoved it against the fucking ground, and everyone was like, "What happened?" He was not happy. You're gonna hear
No
that
stem.
time 10. What was that?
And no stem.
Yeah, he was very upset.
Well, I actually have a mason jar on stem for you, Ewart.
I also believe something else is gonna be broken. A low winter's coming.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Nothing at all, sir.
We're bitching about crappy beers and talking about good ones.
I see that.
So now that winter is coming here, you can tag this as an ASMR video too, because it's very soothing.
Greg, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. You open the door. I'm not gonna say it. He likes your voice when it's coming. Greg loves
Actually, you
your
know
voice.
what, guys? This Dab Maybach is pretty fucking good. Once you get past the alcohol astringency, it's pretty damn nice. I don't mind it. I do like the Dab regular, like you guys were saying. It is better. But the Maybach's not too bad.
I'm just wondering where Jay Terrell went. Somehow he was in 2 hangouts at once, but now he left ours.
I have a mind to go over there and tell him I'll see him at SummerSlam.
Has anybody here had Golden Drock? G-U-L-D-E-N Drock? Has anyone had that from Belgium?
Yep.
That is incredible stuff. I love that beer, but it is that you can really taste the booze in that one. Well, it's 10% obviously, but Golden Drock is fucking incredible. If you haven't tried it, pick it up. It's delicious. I love it.
Hey, winter is coming. What are you drinking?
Sadly, nothing. I've reviewed everything I own in the house. So, yeah, got nothing.
Dreaming of better days.
That's totally unfortunate.
Times are rough.
Times are hard. I'll tell you about hard times, babe.
But just, come on, baby. Oh, the dust the road a little early right now, baby. I can't do it.
The worst part is he's saying times are rough while he has Flying Monkeys, Barnstormer, Red Line, Sawdust City. He has all these things right near him. Right near him.
$14 bottle of chocolate stout as his avatar.
Yeah, that's.
What stout is that? What stout is that as his avatar? I've never seen that before.
Chocolate stout comes in a fucking box and everything.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
What is it? The
winter beer.
I'm not rich enough to buy that shit.
Fuck, does that look good?
Double chocolate cranberry stout. Yeah,
It's great, but it's overpriced.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say let's take a little bit of a poll here. Who actually enjoys that specific beer? Not the barrel aged version, but that beer. Who actually enjoys it?
Never had it.
I enjoyed it before it went up to $14.
Okay, let's not bring price of it. Just do if you enjoy it or not.
I had it the first time it came to New Brunswick, and I thought it was underwhelming for the price. So.
I know Lee hates
don't
it.
take the price into account, though.
Yeah, he did. Does it?
So
I've never had it, guys. So I don't know.
I saw it in the LCBO this week, and I thought about buying it, but I didn't.
No, I love the beer. When I first had it, I had it the first 2 years, and I loved it both years. And then it jumped up in price to $14, and I've never touched it since.
I walked out with
How
4
much
other
did you
beers
get for
instead.
$14?
What,
It's
it's
$7.50.
It's $7.50.
Oh, it's a 26. Okay. Well,
Someone
that's-
cue fucking Timberlake's Cry Me River. Here's the thing: Winter Jack
Is
crushes the shit out of that beer. I don't care how much you got to pay for it. So much
$5
fun.
bottle.
I actually ordered the $30 version once. That one like wrapped in wood.
I've never had Winter Jack either.
What? Wrapped in wood?
It's like
It
wood
comes
paper.
in a wood box.
Now it comes in a wood. You know what else came in a wood box this year is rare from Goose Island. So I guess Goose Island just took it from Muskoka.
Apparently
That's
it's
how I'm
shit too, from what I've heard.
It's shit. it's like a 9.5, just fucking garbage. 93 garbage, 9.5 garbage. Doesn't matter. It's all terrible. It's all fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys hear that the Super Bowl is having its first craft beer commercial?
Are you serious? Because I'm a fucking NFL freak, and you're telling me that they're actually having a craft beer commercial?
Oh no,
Instead
that's
of
what
fucking
Mark.
Bud
That's what
Light
the
every
market,
5 seconds?
that's what Market Watch's website is saying. But what the beer is that they're going to put on there is Shock Top.
Is
That's-
Shock...
that's-
oh, we
that's
have
the craft
Shock
beer that-
Top here. Has anyone had Shock Top? Is it good or is it fucking garbage? Because I've been
What I
thinking
do is
about
I
buying it.
slay Shock Top whales on a weekly basis. The Brewmaster. Look up Brewmaster.
The Brewmaster's
Look up Shock Top chocolate wheat. Just
It's
look
in
it up.
there.
It's
There's no
probably
way
like
it's not.
it's at least like a 63, right? At least.
What is
There's gotta
that?
be a way to page down here. Jesus Christ.
Fucking noise.
I find it hysterical that the
Beer
website
Master.
is all they're getting their first craft beer ad, and then they put up fucking a big Anheuser-Busch brewery. That is
I like-
actually brewed at Anheuser-Busch. It's not brewed in the
Fuck
old
that.
little brewery.
I'm not
It's brewed at
touching
Anheuser-Busch.
Shock Top then.
It's,
Fuck
it's not a
them.
bad. It's like
Maybe
Blue
in the
Moon.
bottle,
It's not a bad beer. It's just
The commercial is so trendy and stupid and hipsterish. I ain't touching that fucking crap.
Oh, what did you just say?
Shock Top is hipster bullshit, just like craft. I ain't
Are you a
fucking
time
drinking
traveler
it.
from 1986 with your fucking toy? That's what I think we asked you. You were.
oh, you
Holy
both have
shit.
one out.
Can we have a dual review on Shock Top right now? Come on, let's dual review Shock Top.
I ain't
Fuck.
touching that.
Did you buy all 3 of them? You were like you said you were going to.
Yes, I did.
Why would you buy 3 of them? What are you doing?
Trying to corner the market, man. It's called hoarding.
Jesus Christ.
You guys do realize that adding all these Google effects and stuff is eating bandwidth like a motherfucker, right? Google is not good for bandwidth when everyone
Did
has
someone
cameras
add an
on.
effect?
Some dude did, yeah. I don't know his name.
Some guy.
Is the French
What is
wizard?
that fucking sound that's driving me to want to punch the screen?
R2's
It's the
having a
beer
stroke.
master, sir.
That is the beer master.
Yeah, we don't fuck with the brewmaster. When it goes to town, it goes to town. We let it be.
No,
Just gotta listen.
it's not in here.
Oh, hang on, Lee. Hold it
Stop,
up
is
so
it
we
on
can
there?
zoom in. I gotta see this.
What does he have? What kind of fucking machine is this?
It's
I
the
can't-
brewmaster.
I don't know what
It's-
that is, Chad.
It has come from the future to educate everyone on beer.
I can't read that. What does it say? Read it for us. Come on.
Oh, I remember those fucking things. I'm 35. I should know what that is. Yeah, they didn't stick around very long, though.
Oh, there's how's there
No,
no
you're
shot top?
wrong. They actually stuck around far into the future because they come from the future, and they've come back to educate everyone on craft beer.
Is Innocento in there?
I didn't know you could still get them, so
I
don't
don't
fucking
think-
sue me over
I
it.
don't think Innocente survived the Great War, so I don't think it's actually in this.
Your bottle caps aren't worth
But
shit.
Acme Pale Ale is.
I didn't know you could still get those, dude. I didn't know.
Acme Pale Ale in '89, North Coast Brewing.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I've heard of that one. Not
Bright
sure about that.
golden
89.
yellow hue, floral, zesty hop, aromas follow, and hop-scented finish. A very refreshing pale ale.
Now I don't have to watch Jay's review on it.
No, you heard it here, bitches.
Got it.
Steam whistle?
Oh, I love steam whistle.
If steam whistle is in this thing, it would probably explode.
I would
because-
say Steam Whistle might be too Canadian for that. Isn't the Brewmaster technically like an American? Probably not. It's
Yeah,
probably, I
that's
don't know.
Probably
Really?
why I've never seen the fucking thing. I don't know if we've had those in Canada or not. Chad
No,
would
we know there's 4 of them in Canada right now. Oh, 3 of them owned by a single person for whatever reason.
Well, you can order them, obviously, but I don't know if they were ever sold in stores. I never saw those fucking things.
I'm pretty sure you bought all of them on Amazon. I don't.
Got
I
mine
don't
from
know.
yard sale.
Okay. Well, then that's
Amazon
why
yard sale, same thing.
Or a flea market if you're that upper crust. You want to use the
Oh, I love
proper nomenclature.
Did you just say upper crust?
Upper crust.
I love flea markets.
I think I'm going to go to a flea market on Sunday.
They use
Find
upper
all
crust
kinds
as a
of
tasting
shit
note.
there, Chad.
You just sit there, Chad. You'd have a fucking flea circus going on. What the fuck are you talking about?
There's a
Man,
flea
you
circus
guys are
going on
hard
over
on
there.
him.
The fucking dog is scratching himself insanely. There's a flea circus over there.
Chad, do you have cats too?
I have one cat, the little
Because
motherfucker.
I am a
You
cat
also got
freak. I
crabs?
love cats.
No, I haven't had crabs in a while. My crabs died.
What would happen to your crabs, dude?
My albino claw frog ate them.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a new low. Totally a new low.
And then my albino claw frog died when he ate my albino shark and choked to death on it.
The most disappointing thing about this entire evening is the simple fact that Brewmaster does not have shock top anymore.
That is actually.
why does that matter? That beer's that commercial.
It's the fucking Brewmaster. Brewmaster needs to know
This
everything.
fucking sun comes down and is talking to people. Like, that's the stupidest fucking beer commercial I've ever
It
seen
spoke
in
to
my
me deep
life.
inside, and that's why I bought the variety pack. Strawbanero is where it's at from Shock Top, okay? Fake strawberry flavoring, and I'm pretty sure not real habaneros.
I don't like flavored beer. I will never touch flavored beer. Unless it's a stout or a porter, that's different. But, like, all this cranberry ale and stuff, I don't
You haven't lived
fucking
until you had
drink
cranberry or
Fuck
strawberry.
that, man, that's for women. I don't drink, I don't even water down, I don't even mix my fucking hard liquor. I drink it straight with ice. I'm from fucking Norway. We don't mix our fucking drinks.
With ice?
Flying monkeys,
You're
destiny.
such a pussy.
Ice,
I don't
okay.
drink with ice either. Ice waters it down. That's for like fucking mortals. I don't do that.
I like ice, a little bit of ice, yes.
Big E. Big E is the big man today. Fucking
Yeah,
ice
he's-
for pussies.
Yeah, I know. He's like, it shouldn't be cold, just drink it warm.
The guy
You're the big boy today.
I have 3 brewmasters.
Do you still own all 3 of them?
Funny she makes that joke.
One of them has your name on it, Joe.
Why the
See,
fuck
now
do you
I'm-
still have it
now
just
I'm-
laying there in boxes? What are you doing?
Now I'm kind of fearing for my life because I assume Jord is going to try to kill me and collect the final remaining Brewmaster.
That's right. They are the keys back to the mothership, man. I have to collect
It's
all
going to
five.
be like Jet Li in that movie, The One, where he went to alternate universes and killed his doubles to gain their power.
I just bought one on eBay for $1,000.
Oh, you're fucking
See?
dead, dude.
That's
See,
a lot.
that's it.
What
That's
do we
a
go
team.
for?
Jamie, that's a good deal. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great deal.
What were they? They were like $17 each when they.
I think they were $17 combined. That's what I think they were.
combined.
I don't know.
I got this for 50 cents.
See, right now we're creating demand, and I have all the supply. You guys, it's just basic economics, fellas. That's all it is.
It doesn't even have shot top in the fucking thing. What do you mean?
Hey, people don't know. I will say the Brewmaster has over 1,000 beers. You got to assume it's on there, and if it's not, too bad.
How the fuck is that not in there? What do they have that would be obscure that you wouldn't think that would be in there?
Well, it's got La Fin du Monde.
It's not obscure. Get the fuck out of here.
Look up Rochefort.
That is in there, I believe. I think the Brewmaster
Quebec has opened up a new law. Quebec has started a new law that at bars, with every single beer you buy, you have to get a bill. So you will be getting a receipt with every beer you buy at the bar. They are hoping that this will net them $42 million in taxes because they're saying every Quebec bar commits tax fraud on them. So this is going to be the way that they're going to fix that.
That's not gonna work.
If there is a inspector in the bar and they see a server put down a beer without a bill, it's a $300 fine for the
What
first
the
time,
fuck?
all the way up to $6,000.
Are you kidding me?
It's almost like the same thing going to get your hair cut and then not giving your receipt or mentioning you have a guarantee.
No, I don't have to worry about that because I don't.
And you didn't
cut
give
my
me your
fucking
receipt,
hair.
you get in trouble.
Wow. Speaking of hard liquor, what do you guys think of Crown Royal? I think it's the best fucking whiskey there is. I've had many different whiskeys from around the world, but
I think you need to get the fuck out of this chat. God damn it.
Hey, I love Crown Royal. I've had many different
I only
whiskeys.
say that because they're
for hire.
And it's smooth. It's the smoothest whiskey I've ever had.
Anyways, I'm just saying that because
I would put
Chris,
you
you're
that
not a-
smoothness and drinkability does not equal quality.
I was going to say, Chris, I work at a distillery, and Diageo is a direct competitor of mine, and Crown Royal is a direct competitor of mine. So
There's also this little nugget that Ewart is a complete and utter asshole too. Just to throw
That's
that out.
true,
I don't care. I've had many whiskeys, and I found Crown Royal to be the best.
Well, that Lot 40 I held up there just won some little awards, the best Canadian whiskey going.
Have you
Which
tried the
one?
Northern Harvest Rye?
Northern Harvest Rye is a sham. It was written that little measly word written by one fucking whiskey blogger who will basically never write.
Hey Nick,
anything
let's
against
not get
it.
Ewart started. Let's not get Ewart started tonight. Let's no, something might happen.
It was a question. It was
Old
just
man
a question.
Murray.
And because I also really love cognac. That's one of my favorite drinks.
You love
Scotch. I'm a big Scotch guy too.
Is it Cognac?
Well, Scotch is
I like to
whiskey.
drink some cognac.
Yeah, I know it's a
Tuna
different kind of whiskey though. The bourbon Scotch and rye whiskey are made differently, aged differently and stuff too. So, but my favorite cognac is Hennessy. I really love that shit a lot. It's expensive here. It's like $65 for a 26. It's not the most expensive cognac you can buy, but I like it a lot.
Beer 1 or 2?
Two.
Two? What the fuck's he drinking?
That's the surprise. He
It's a
gives
college
us an
beer.
option, and
Beer
then he
one.
brings up whatever we vote on.
Deviator Doppelbock.
Ooh.
I don't know what a Doppelbock is. Somebody educate me.
Is
That
that
was
the new
number
one
one.
or the aged one?
No, the aged one's still in the other side.
What is a Doppelbock,
Okay.
gentlemen?
It's a double bock.
I don't know what that is, Chad.
It's 2 goats in 1 bottle.
You're not helping me understand what the fuck that is.
It's think about like the Belgian double of German beers. It's like a really heavy bock from Germany.
Okay. Well, I know there's porters, stouts, ales, lagers, and pilsners. What's a Doppelbock then?
Bock,
Really-
a Bock
really
is a
heavy
strong
lager.
lager. A Doppelbock is a basically double strong lager from Germany. It's usually quite dark. It's usually quite chocolatey and
Okay.
you know. Just
So it
those sort of
has
flavors.
characteristics of many different types of beer. Then is what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. I
Oh, I
appreciate
haven't
that.
had one of these in so long. Oh,
I had one there back in December.
Because I've tried a couple Dunkels recently, and Dunkels had a different characteristic than stouts and normal porters did for me. So I've never had a Doppelbock though, so that's why I was asking.
Fort Gary makes one.
They do, eh? I'll have to
Yeah,
check that
I don't
out.
remember the name of it, but the Blueberry brought one back for me one time.
Is it fair to say a Doppelbock is more akin to a porter or to a stout, Ellis? On the opposite side of the spectrum, obviously lagers.
I would say more akin to a porter, mostly because it's not using roasted malts.
Yeah,
Pretty
Doppelbock's
light in
closer to
body.
a porter, but I mean, as far as like lagers go, Doppelbock is kind of like the, depending on what quality one you get, it's kind of like almost like the barley wine of fucking lagers to a certain degree, I'd say.
Okay, guys, I thought lagers and pilsners had to be lighter in color. Is it possible? It's obviously possible to make lagers dark. Now, how does that work? Is it a brewing process? Is it heated? How do you make a lager dark? How does that work?
Just the
Just how
type
you,
of malts they use.
yeah, just how you roast the malts. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And yeah, there's actually a whole bunch of darker lagers. Yeah, I mean, you have your amber, your reddish. You have, in theory, there is a porter that is a lager as well, which is a Baltic porter.
Okay.
Not always a lager, but it can be. You have your Schwarz beers, which are your black lagers. You have your Dunkels. You have there's a shitload of different things, and I know if Aaron's there. Yeah, he only named 4, but there's a
I
lot
appreciate that, guys. You're educating me a lot on the differences between this, and this, and I like that because I'm not new to beer drinking, but I'm new to the different types. Like I know stouts, porters, lagers, ales, and pilsners are all very different from each other, but I wasn't sure how the coloration was achieved and things like that. So thank you for educating me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. You gotta learn it somewhere.
Yep.
Well, I mean, in all honesty, every single there's 75 beer styles now. There was 73 a
Holy
few years
fuck,
back,
are you kidding me?
and every single one of them is either an ale or a lager.
Okay.
And the basic differential is whether it's top fermented or bottom fermented.
Okay, how does that work, Chad? What's the difference between top and bottom fermentation?
Where the yeast falls, whether the yeast floats on the top or falls to the bottom. Just to be very.
They have different temperatures too.
I need to visit a fucking brewery, man. I really do.
Yeah, lagers are usually fermented longer and colder, and ales are fermented shorter and higher temperatures.
Right. That's why so many people, craft brewers, typically stick with ales because it's just easier to turn them out faster.
Yep.
So.
Cool.
So, who's all going to the fest in May?
Oh,
where the hell is it?
The festival in May. 1 second. Let me pull up my list. I'm actually working on 2 breweries. One of them was ghosting me, and then he answered me, and now he's ghosting me again. So
Winter's coming. Were you asking about people in the chat or actual breweries?
You guys yourselves.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'll close my list. Fuck
Yeah, fuck your stupid breweries. They're all terrible. All right.
Well, obviously Chad's going.
Yeah.
I just requested a time off from work, so find out soon.
Nice.
I'm usually always there. So.
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, Greg, did you hear that? Greg, did you hear that?
Greg.
I expect to be able to sleep very well that night.
Oh, that's just creepy.
That is
I think
creepy.
I'm missing something.
He loves your voice. He loves it.
It's better that you don't know.
I think you have a very soothing and calming voice. No homo.
All right. Anyways, yeah, it's my girlfriend's birthday the day before, so it took a bit of convincing, but we're gonna make it out.
Awesome. Tell her there's lots of beer to drink.
Does she like beer?
Yeah, I've converted her.
Oh, there you go. You're in.
Used to be on the
cider, too.
lucky.
Nice.
I'm
My
going
wife
if I
would be the
can.
one-
She'd consider going to a beer fest a birthday present. Come on.
Excuse me.
My wife will be the one at the front bitching about how there's nothing for her to drink.
Oh, Black Swan's gonna bring Wild Child. Should be fine.
Yeah, they already said they're bringing Wild Child, so
Are they gonna bring the raspberry version?
they're going to bring at least a mini growler of the raspberry version.
No, they're gonna bring the raspberry version.
I can't guarantee they're bringing a keg of it, but they're bringing at least a mini growler.
Ewart has a fucking he has a howler of it, just sitting there,
I do?
not drinking it. You fucking dummy. Yes, you do. Don't play dumb. You know you want to drink it right now.
Shock
Like
top
right
coming?
now. Shock
No,
top.
Shock Top's not coming.
Thank God.
More Strabanero for me, bros.
Well, Shock Top's hanging out at my place.
Are we going to go to Sleeman Brewery?
Go to Sleeman's Malting and Brewing.
Brewery
Well,
tour.
Brewing.
What did you decide on Mill Street?
Yeah, they're not coming.
Good choice.
Yeah, very good choice. They're not coming.
Were they invited?
Although the
They
people
asked if they could come, and I was like, I don't know, you guys aren't craft anymore, and they didn't like that answer, and I'm like, I'll put it up for a vote, and I just said no to them after I said I was putting it up for a vote.
the reps that came to your fest also came to a fest that they did around here. The lady and the gentleman, I forget their names, but they were really nice. But it's like, they're trying to sell me on whatever they brought. Like last year was Ginger Cat, I think.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Ginger Cat, Joe?
It's a beer. It was was it a Belgian? I don't even remember.
It was
maybe
a Belgian IPA with ginger, I believe.
I don't think it was an IPA. It might have just been like a Belgian style pale ale with fucking ginger, and it was not good. Not good.
I'm not a big fan of IPAs, man. I don't know why. I just don't like the hops. Too much hops.
I heard their vanilla porter is like a 11 out of 10.
Their vanilla porter is beautiful.
Porters are amazing. I fucking love porters.
But now when you get them in the cans, they're only like 9.
Can you give it an 11 out of 10?
Yep. Chad does quite a bit, actually.
Yes.
I need to see a review where Chad gives a beer a 10 out of fucking 10, and I've been watching all his best beer reviews.
All right. Go to his channel.
9.75, a 9.75, or a 9.5. I'm like,
Chris, go to his channel. Chris, go to his channel.
INNO.
CENTE. You can pronounce it Inocente, Innocente, whatever. It's somewhere between 9.25s to 10s for all of them. So
not all of them. You fucking
okay. 94.37% of them.
I
there's
can't hear when 60 people are talking.
Innocente. INNOCENTE. Go to his channel, type that in, you'll see some 10s.
There's this other guy on YouTube. Fucking stupid charts with dicks on them. And
Yeah, there's
stuff.
charts of dicks.
Yeah, he has a Labatt 50 sign behind him.
But he doesn't give 10s. I haven't seen no 10s.
I gave Steam Whistle a 10 because I love it so
9.5.
much.
9.5s.
I gave Steam Whistle a 10. They deserve it.
5.0.
I don't give anything a 10.
Well, then you're a fucking snob, aren't you?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I'm sure this is.
I gave Steam Whistle a 3. But I have a stupid palate, so.
What the fuck did you give Steam Whistle a 3 for? That's the only true fucking Pilsner I've ever had in Canada.
It scales out of 4, though.
I don't know. I just don't like Pilsner. It's not a Pilsner guy. That's
He didn't age it in Greg's fridge. That was his problem.
I gave it an incomplete because I drank for fucking 3/4 of it.
Fucking, now I know what a true Pilsner is. Now, I don't mind Molson's old style Pilsner, but after watching Chad review it and he told me what the characteristics of a real Pilsner were, I'm like, okay. Now, I think Molson Old Style Pilsner has Pilsner characteristics, but it's not a true Pilsner, and now I know that.
Have you had Pilsner Urquell?
No, but I want to try it. Is it any good?
That is the best Pilsner that I heard from people who actually like Pilsner. that is the best. That is the standard.
Are they gonna be able to top Steam Whistle?
It's the global standard.
They'll have no trouble.
I don't give a fuck about global standards. I want to know.
Yes, it will beat Steam Whistle.
probably better than Steam Whistle, but I
It
don't.
might not be Steam Whistle for you, but for the vast majority, it is
Don't give a fuck about majority, man. Look at me.
Well, I can't tell you if you're gonna like it. I'm just saying that is what people when they say what's the best Pilsner.
Right.
the best they've
And
ever
where's
had, that is it.
Pilsner Urquell is a European beer? Am I correct on that?
Because that's
From
where
the
the
town
style
of
originated
Pilsen,
from. Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
Czech
everyone.
Republic.
Czech
So it's the
Republic,
original
right.
Pilsner.
Right.
The one with
Okay.
the big red fucking dot on it.
Yeah.
Czech Republic. Yes.
It's literally from Pilsen, Czech Republic, so it's the
Okay.
original Pilsner.
Okay. I've never
You
had
don't even
it.
give,
and
you don't even give fives. What are you
There's
talking
only
about,
there's
Nick?
only one fucking store in my city that sells Pilsner Urquell, so I will check it out. Thank you, gentlemen, for that.
4 out of
Yeah.
4.
It's actually really
Isn't it
good.
the
I like
Brewmaster?
that.
Steam Brewmaster used to
Merrick.
be a brewer at Pilsner Urquell.
If someone wants to bust out the Brewmaster and see if Pilsner Urquell's on there and what the rating is, highly recommended right now.
He's getting
Also,
it.
Oh,
Also,
he's
to-
doing it just for me. Thank you.
Also, to be clear here, when people just say Pilsners, that's incorrect too, because there's German Pilsners and there's Czech Pilsners, and they do have a
I do
distinctive
know
difference.
that. Yes, I do know that.
Well,
and
just
there are
like alt
differences.
beers, which are Joe's favorite. There is 2 variations of alt beers.
Nobody in this world gives a rat's ass about any alt beers ever.
No Joes in this world give a rat's ass about all beer.
Nobody. You don't care about them either, Nick.
What did you say?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody.
Alternative beers? Is that what you said?
No, alt beers.
Yeah, it's like alt rock, you know.
Okay, here we go. Shut up, all you fucking plebs. Pilsner Urquell gets a score of 93. Pilsner Urquell. To review. It is a deep yellow gold, medium-bodied, moderate bitterness. Toasty malt aromas fall through nicely with a savory mouth-filling richness. Well complemented by tangy hop notes that vie with malt flavors through the finish. Very flavorful and stylish. A pils with substance and great balance. So hath speaking the brew master.
I can actually taste it as you were.
Will
I
it
should
bring
have
up
just read that right from the can.
steam whistle in there? What would it say about that?
No, it's not going to talk about shitty beers like Steam Whistle.
Oh,
Oh,
Shots fired.
throw down.
What is
Shots
Steam Whistle
fired.
classified? Is it classified as a Czech or a German? Anybody actually know?
A
Canadian.
Oh, Czech, isn't it?
That's a check.
It's classified as a throw it out the fucking window.
It's a classified as 11 out of 10.
I actually really like Steam Whistle. It's fairly
Well,
close to Pilsner Urquell.
Nick, you're no longer my friend.
Nick, did you give it a
Well,
5? Oh, wait,
you
you don't
too.
get everything a 5. Doesn't matter.
Since you retired, you're not the same person.
One
That's right.
quarter.
I love how he's like, I retired, that 2
man.
days later it's a fucking
Changed,
beer mail
man.
from me. It's great.
Now I've seen things, man. I've been on the inside.
Leave pull the Chads. He's not apologizing for it.
Hey, did you guys know Heineken owned the rights to ABC Stout and Tiger? Just this year, they have regained control of Tiger and ABC Stout because they were actually being brewed in Myanmar by the Burmese military. I think that's pretty awesome.
It's a nice car.
ABC Stout and Tiger Stout?
Yeah, ABC Stout, Asian Brewing Corporation Stout.
Tiger Stout?
No, just Tiger.
Tiger Lager?
Yeah.
Tiger Lager.
That was a drain pour the time I had that.
Oh, I don't like Tiger Lager myself. I just find it amusing that it was owned by Heineken, but it was licensed to a brewery in Myanmar that ended up being there when the Burmese military took over Myanmar, and they wouldn't give it back to them, so they kept brewing it, and they had the rights to brew it.
I thought that Tiger was from like Singapore or something.
Singapore does brew it as well,
Okay.
but it's a Heineken company that wasn't owned by Heineken technically.
Odd.
Sing a what?
Sing about my
Sing
Like the singer. Like the moon and the June and I'd like to sing. All right.
Anything new in Barrie Winter's coming?
Very, very. I went to Redline maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. Checked out the brown, what was it, Leather and Tear? That was awesome.
Yeah, that is a good beer. I've had
Everything
that
else,
and the lead sled.
yeah, that wasn't bad. All the pale ales and IPAs I wasn't too big of a fan on, and I think I got food poisoning for the dinner.
That's awesome.
Feeling too good the next day.
Whenever I don't feel good the next day, I blame it on the food too, and my wife doesn't believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the food.
Eat the food.
Honestly, I buy more beers up in Muskokas than I do in town here.
What does does Muskoka have a bunch of brewery-only beers that nobody hears about?
Well, I just mean like the region in general, like mainly Sawdust, but I just had an oyster stout from Muskoka. You know, they're what do they call it? The Moonlight Kettle series?
Yeah.
What is an
Yeah.
oyster stout?
Stout with oysters.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink that.
They're going to be releasing a new one each month now that won't be hitting the LCBO. So they're
Nice.
trying to be more small batch and local, whatever. So, kind of exciting? I don't know.
We're getting all the Muskoka here in New York now. All of it. Except for
Muskoka? I've never had Muskoka.
winter
Oyster stout's kind of a salty, lighter stout. Remember that Marston stout you brought down to Dawn there, Guy?
Yeah, that was okay.
Yeah.
Oyster stouts are kind of like the stout version of Goses a little bit. The salinity because of the oyster is kind of, you get a little bit of it. I mean, a properly done Goza, not like a Westbrook Goza that, New York gives 5 out of 5, even though it's incorrectly made in the style of BJCP.
4 to 4.
Maybe 4 to 5
rate
out of
things out of 4, does he? Not 10. Okay, I get it.
Sometimes out of 11, call me Berserker.
This goes up to 11.
Oh, Berserker. Give me a pale ale, I'm Berserker.
Hey, not to step on the brewmaster's toes, but I did look up just for comparison on Beer Advocate. If anybody cares.
Who's that?
I don't know. I hate them, but Steam Whistles is 78, and Pilsner Urquell's is 82. So they're very close.
There you go.
And
Who's better,
They're
though?
classified differently. The Steam Whistles classified as an American Pale Lager. Pilsner Urquell's classified as a Czech Pilsner. So they might be a little bit.
Steve Whistle's in an actual Pilsner?
No.
Well, according to
What?
Reed Beer.
According to Beer Advocates, whoever loaded it in.
What? How dare you question Beer Advocate, Chad?
How are they doing on Twitter?
How they doing on Untapped?
Oh, well, Steam Whistle is the #1 brewery in Ontario, according to Twitter.
It's callback. Callback.
According to the Twitters.
The Twitters.
Tastes
What
like
do
a
you mean?
Was
Pilsner.
that before or after they took him out of Jay's games?
They do a great winter festival, though. The Roundhouse Beer Festival is an awesome festival.
Steam Whistle does that, Chad?
Yep.
Cool.
I had the winter one last weekend.
Yep. The only problem with that festival would be finding parking anywhere, because it's where it is.
It's Toronto, though. Who drives?
I mean, there is paid parking, but it's like $25 or something.
Oh, I know. We paid $25 when we did our thing there.
But who would drive at a beer festival in Toronto when you have that mass transit system and you don't want to drive anyways? Just saying. I mean, I live in a wasteland, a mass transit wasteland. So
All I know is on Untapped, Steam Whistle, it says for the style, Pilsner-other. It's another Pilsner, bros. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Yo,
Pilsner-other.
stop shattering dreams.
Oh, I'm gonna blow your mind. It gets a 3.42 caps out of 5 on Untapped. Do you know what Pilsner Urquell gets? A triz. That means Steam Whistle better on Untapped. That's what that means. Doesn't mean anything else.
Dash Other is one of my favorite styles.
I've never... Oh, Black Witch. Someone's holding up Black Witch. What the fuck is that?
It's made by Witchwood, the same people as Hobgoblin.
You know what? I love Witchwood shit, so I don't know where the fuck I could find Black Witch, but I want to try that.
That's their porter, but it's like a 1.5-year old bottle of it.
Find it at Nick's house if you want to go over.
Fuck, I want to try all Witchwood stuff, except for the forest fruits, apparently.
Oh, you should still try it.
Okay.
Everybody should try every beer. You never know what you're going to like and what you're not.
Hey, Nick, can you do a live review for us right now? Oh, look at you. You just cheated.
No. Well, it wouldn't be fair to review it considering it's a 1.5-year old bottle.
Listen, you review what you have.
Okay, guys, tell me something. Does beer do better in a can if it's sitting than a bottle because of light? Correct? Is that right? Or does a can make it worse over time, or is a bottle worse over time because of light? Obviously.
Depends on how much time.
It depends on a lot of factors, like the ingredients, the ABV, the style, a lot of things.
Temperature, keep it that.
If I was to keep a can of beer in my fridge for like a year, would it still? I mean, how bad would it be compared to if I kept a bottle in my fridge? That's what I mean, I guess.
Well, again, mattering the ingredients, filtration process, and whether or not they're pasteurized.
What if it was the same fucking beer?
It doesn't matter if it's the same beer. It all matters what beer it is. Like if you have Canadian in a bottle and a can in your fridge, they'll both be fine for about 6 or 7 years.
Okay. Thank you.
If you have a bottle of, I don't know, let's say Railway City beer, it's only good for about 90 days.
You do a little experiment and age a bottle of steam whistle.
Well, don't forget the fridge. Certain fridges have magical powers.
According to
Okay. Let's rephrase. Not certain. One fucking fridge in existence that resides somewhere outside of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, is the most magical fridge known to man. It improves IPAs. It fucking makes them worse. So maybe it's not that magical. Sometimes it doesn't always make them better.
Hey, you know what? Magic can work both ways.
We only get singles of steam whistle in cans, Guy. You talk to me in chat there. Yeah, we don't get fucking bottles of steam whistle, only cans, and they're pints. That's all we get here. In the city I'm in Brandon. Now, if I go to Winnipeg, maybe I would find it in bottles. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check it out.
You're better off with cans anyway, because steam whistle has the green bottles that can get skunky with the light.
Yeah, that's why Chad hated it first, because he said he reviewed one that was in a bottle that was fucking disgusting, that was sitting in a bar for I don't know how long. So yeah.
Hey buddies, I gotta bust in there and say goodbye. I gotta head out.
You have a wonderful night.
Have a good one.
Nice to meet you.
Enjoy watching Guy on a buffalo.
Get all fucked up.
Steam whistling.
Go get all fucked up. Oh, you're all fucked up.
Yes.
Yeah, the Red Square had Canadian Bud Light, Blue Light, like you'd expect, Coors Light. We also had Old Vienna, Export, and 50 for the Welland guys when they came out. But we also had Steam Whistle. And the only reason we had Steam Whistle was because our bar owner, one of the first months of the bar being open, these two gay guys came in. And they ordered Steam Whistle at the bar. And they go, do you guys have Steam Whistle? And the other guy goes, woo, woo. And Rick loved that so much that he bought Steam Whistle because of that.
That's the stupidest story I've ever heard.
It is.
I wouldn't call it a stupid story. It's very uninteresting.
Yeah, that's the only reason we had Steam Whistle, was because of the guys making this a whistle sound when they ordered it.
You know what? When I see that beer on the shelf, I'm going to make that sound.
You should.
Here's a question. I do have an actual question, non-trolling question. When was the last time everyone here, except for me, because I'm at fucking Merca and I don't get Steam Whistle, but when's the last time everyone has had Steam Whistle?
Yes, weeks ago.
Fresh, actually fresh, not like a fucking 6-month-old bottle, but like relatively fresh. Let's say under 2 months.
I had some in this last summer.
I had a year-old bottle a couple weeks ago.
God damn it! I just said fresh.
How was the year-old bottle?
It was sour. It was disgusting.
Oh really?
It was
actually
bad.
Sour. Oh.
Whenever it was, Chad sent me one.
About 2 years ago is the last time I had a Steam Whistle.
August 12th, 2014, on an airplane, because it's the only beer they had on Border Airlines.
Thank you, Mr. Exacto over here. Okay.
Actually, that's not true. I had it at a Christmas party like a few months ago.
Greg, do you even know when you drink Steam Whistle? Do you have any idea? You're just making up like 3 dates at a time?
I don't have a date on this fucking can, but there's no date on this can.
Put the date on the bottle, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, put the date on the bottle.
How about you, Guy? When's the last time you had it?
You gotta put the date on the guy on the bottle, guys.
Okay, 2
You gotta
months
put the
ago.
guys on the date, guys. You gotta put the guys on the date in the fridge, guys. With the guys in the fridge.
Let's see what's in the fridge.
Gotta put the guys in the fridge.
Tap and grill, guys.
Okay,
You put that-
okay. So this says packaged on November 11th of 2015. So this isn't that old.
It's almost 3 months old. It's not bad. But according to Chad, and this is Chad, no one else has had the ability to have it as super fresh as he's had that we know of because no one goes to
I'm
Staples.
fucking drinking it.
But
You know.
it is a lot better super fresh, obviously,
I
right?
would believe that, but out of the can, I love it. I'm not.
Joe, I've had it right
Yeah,
off
Greg,
the bottle,
Greg, you-
and
yeah,
it's
you-
a lot better than fresh.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, me and Craig have both had it right off the bottling line.
You lucky
and
motherfuckers.
would you know the two stupidest palates in the history of mankind? And you both
Mine-
like it.
Mine was like 20 minutes off the bottling line. The can still was warm at the top.
See, it had to go in the magical fridge first.
No, it didn't go in the
It
magical
only
fridge.
works
It went
for
right in my
beer.
gullet.
Maybe that's a magical fridge.
I don't know. Out of all the beers I've had, this is the best. Like basic beer I've had is Steam Whistle. I've drank hundreds of beers and I just fucking I got a real hard on for this shit.
What's the oldest beer you guys have picked up, like, directly from the brewery that hasn't been intentionally aged?
God damn.
Because I was at Lake of Bays, great brewery and all, and I picked up all their core offerings, and they were like 3 months old right out of the retail fridge, which was pretty fucked up.
What?
Like, that's just extreme, right?
Well, that just means no one's
yeah,
buying it, which means
I've actually had that once at Cameron's as well. I picked up a 6-pack of the dark right before they stopped selling the dark because nobody was buying it, and it was about 3 months old.
Okay.
I-
Yeah,
I-
but even like the IPA and the Pale Ale was packaged in October.
Wow, that's fucking right at the brewery, huh? That's bad. That's fucking terrible. Oh my
I mean,
god.
it's like a Bays, but still.
Yeah, but you would think even like a Bays. I mean, we all hate on them because they're not good. But there's a lot of people out there that enjoy their shit. So I would imagine they would, have
Yeah, you would
stock
think at
more
the,
than once
at the
every
local
3 months.
store where they have the most followers, they would have new stock in.
I think it's location. Like, they're pretty isolated, small town out there. They're really hurting on the winter months. So, yeah.
Well, here's an interesting story though. It's a leapfrog. I don't know, just leapfrog and shit. No, to piggyback off of your Lake of Bays story, Ethan, who's on here sometimes, they brought, what the fuck is the series that Lake of Bays did with the fucking NHL? The fuck you, Dev.
NHLPA stuff, yeah.
Yeah, the Lake of Bays actually is in Ohio now, and they sent the fucking alumni lager, whatever, the one that we drink.
Oh, the top shelf
Top
lager?
shelf.
Oh,
was
top shelf's fucking disgusting.
It was a year old. They were brand new into the market. A year fucking old. And he was like, this is terrible. And I'm like, how old is he? He's like, it's like 11 months. I'm like, oh, you've been brand new into the market, 11 months old.
Didn't his brother store it in his car for a couple hot days too?
No, that was when I sent him a beer mail. He fucking drove to North Carolina when it was like 90 degrees out, put all the beer in his trunk, and like 2 of them went bad. And he's like, oh, could have been the brewery's fault.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know,
just
bro.
like the trunk.
12 hours in your fucking 100-degree trunk? Probably not.
Oh.
I gotta go. Bye. I work
Wait.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, Guy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, the top shelf's not even listed on their website anymore.
Oh, wow.
It's a real loss to the Canadian craft beer scene.
Yeah.
Top Shelf was a craft brewery. I didn't know that. I've only seen it. I can only get that in singles as well here. We don't sell it in cases.
I don't think that's in cases here either, I don't think. Is it? Oh, I guess it's the cans maybe. I don't know. I don't buy that shit. I have no idea.
No, it's garbage, but yeah, single tall boys.
But, I mean, like, you have, what's close by to you, winter's coming? Like, Block
Fly-
3 and...
No, I'm in Barry's, like Flying
you're in
Monkeys
Barry's,
for the biggest one. Red
Oh, yeah,
Line.
you got like Barnstormer and Red Line. And
Yeah, if you walk into those places, I'd imagine everything's like a month older, fresher.
Like a week or two, yeah.
Yeah, that's inexcusable, honestly. And nowadays at the brewery, like that, the whole point to go to the actual brewery is knowing that even if they don't have bottle or can dates, like you should feel comfortable knowing that they're relatively fresh, not fucking 3 months old. That's
Yeah.
crazy to me. I can't think of any place
Well,
that
that's
I've
the
ever
thing.
been to.
Even if their shit's not selling, they got to just rotate it out and send the other stuff to the LCBO or something.
It's like a base though. Is that
Does LCBO stand for Liquor Control Board of Ontario?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Have you yet to make it out to like what have you had from Bellwood so far? Winter's coming in any of the Toronto breweries like Great Lakes, any of their special offerings?
Just I've had like what is it? Wizard Wolf?
Yeah.
I like
But I mean,
Wizard
it's
Wolf.
I've had that. There was one that was just called Stout, like just some of the main offerings. I had Jutsu recently, but nothing
Jutsu?
barrel Jutsu, yeah. Nothing big, like no barrel age, anything.
Oh, bro, you get in because you
Yeah.
gotta get into those Bring Out Your Deads in the 3 minutes, and the Skeleton Key's gonna come out later this month? Am I getting correct on that?
They're not
Next
saying
month?
yet, but supposedly it was supposed to be a February release. But
I sent a buddy down for Bring Out Your Dead, but he didn't make it in time. They were sold out.
That
So,
sucks.
well,
like,
there'll
I
probably be a bottle or two kicking around at the beer fest if we make it out there.
Well,
Right
not
on.
actually at the beer fest, right, Chad?
Well, not at the beer.
Chad's took off somewhere.
I didn't take off.
He's
Oh,
back
you're
for a
right
poo
there.
break.
Turned his camera off. Sorry, Chad. Thought you fucked off.
I can't.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, what are we talking about? Bellwood?
Can't
Bellwood
see
is
it.
not going to start doing festivals until
Can't
next
see it,
year.
Lee.
Do you think they're actually gonna come to your festival?
I don't know if they'll come to my
Hey,
festival,
Steve's
but they're
here.
going to start doing festivals next.
What's up, Steve? Steve.
Joe, you want to do a beer trade?
Oh my God, Lee.
Oh, I don't think I can
Lee and
see you.
were
Can you get a little
always making one
closer?
head together.
Is the second brewery open yet for Bellwoods?
No, not yet.
2017, I think.
When?
2017.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll help. Greenbush is terrible. That'll help. Fucking, what are you doing? This is not a place.
It's not a place for that pornography, sir.
Get out of here!
Stop showing us your green bush.
I can't mute your camera.
What the
Damn it.
hell?
I've got a
never
white
heard of
bush.
I've never heard of Greenbush.
They're a Michigan.
No one
brewery.
has.
Oh, United States Brewery. Okay, that's why I've never heard of them.
They make a lot of solid beer, a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, they make a beer that tastes like hot dogs. It's awesome.
Like
that's
exactly
disgusting.
like a hot dog. It is gross as shit, and then it's awesome at the same time. But then you realize it's terrible still.
I only eat fish. I don't eat any other fucking meat.
It's not meat. Hot dog's not meat.
Well, then there you.
I don't know what a hot dog is, but it tastes
I don't
like.
think so.
I bet there's a fish in it. I doubt
Hot
it.
dog is just a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Ground up horse.
That is the fucking I hate it. I hate everything about it. I just wish you weren't on camera ever with that thing.
Why? You don't like this cup?
It's so fucking bad. Like it is. Like
Yeah,
there's
you know
some
what?
that are funny, but that's
I mean, I thought I was a diva, but that's the worst thing I've ever seen in my
I mean,
life.
it literally makes you look more like a.
Glasses, man.
It makes you look like the most pretentious piece of shit I've ever seen.
That's what I'm going for.
I mean, you look like a fat gay Gandalf right now.
Hey Lee, when I come to Nova Scotia, can I stay with you?
No.
Trailer Park Boys, Nova Scotia.
only if he brings those glasses.
No.
I'll bring
happens.
glasses. Me, you, and your brother can do a review with those glasses.
It's not going to happen. You can go off and walk in the mountains and find yourself some fucking hobbits and do a little fellowship.
You make me sad, Lee. You make me sad.
I think we have some escaped circus midgets around here. They'll do for hobbits.
Wait a second. Oh, shoot. Nick and Guy aren't in the chat anymore, but I say he's got a couple hobbits showing up in May, so.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's so fucked up. Greg laughed as hard as he possibly can. That's fucking messed up.
But highly accurate.
No, it is pretty accurate.
Excuse me.
They're just a little guys. No, that's
Which one's the taller of the two?
Gee.
Yeah.
Is he?
Like
Is he?
5'5".
I don't know.
I don't know. At about 5'4", I give up. I don't.
I've already joked with them about it that I was pleasantly surprised that I felt tall for once in my life. Standing
You
next
know,
to them.
I was surprised that you were that much taller than them. Like I was.
Well, fuck yourself, Joe.
No, I didn't think you were gonna be another Hobbit. I mean, God damn it! I know.
You fucking asshole.
No,
We're
when
gonna
you
feud
showed
now.
I didn't
When
expect
you-
No, like Lord of the Rings, they're hobbits, and Lee's the dwarf. He's the guy who
No,
comes
like
a little bit bigger, a little stronger, but not much.
You're one of those gay fucking elves.
I come down to the basement. It's just like Gee, Nick, and then Lee. I'm like, well, this is.
And then Paul shows up, and they tie him down with ropes.
He's a fucking troll.
You gotta. That's Paul for you.
God damn it.
But you're talking about PA Paul, not container.
Yeah.
Cook Paul.
Yeah, no, definitely PA.
People.
Yeah, PA Paul.
Who's
Well,
shorter than I expected him to be.
Actually, PA Paul would be
The
one
only
of those.
Paul I know of is the one he does his fucking reviews with that punches him in the head from time to time.
See the PA Paul, we call him a Sasquatch not because he's really super tall. I mean, he's only like 6'2". It's because he looks very unkempt, okay? He looks like a guy that just fucking walked out of the forest, okay? That's what he looks like. And that's
He
what
looks like
Because
he's
he
literally
that's
did,
just
though.
walked
That's
in
like
the
he
forest.
has one.
when I went to his house, yes, I'm like, this is in the fucking woods. Like, we are deep
Did you take
in
it?
here.
Did you take a picture with the jag?
Fucking no, I'm not. I was scared out of my mind. Fucking gonna get raped by bears and fucking Sasquatches and maybe Paul. Nothing happened though.
No, well, Paul will wait till you're dead.
Yeah, yeah. The bears
true.
won't try to rape you. Don't worry, you're not as handsome as Leonardo DiCaprio.
I didn't care what happened, as long as I came out of there alive, and I succeeded.
Not sure who you're referring to, but okay, that's cool. No fucking
Paul,
clue.
if you look at some of Chad's reviews during the beer fest time, Paul's in some of them. He's got a long ponytail, beard. It says everything is thin.
Every beer is thin. Doesn't matter. He fucking drinks maple syrup and it's thin. That's it. Molasses. All the stuff. It's great.
I don't know what's going on in those reviews. Some asshole keeps yelling real loud in them.
Yeah, I wonder who that could be.
The person I can't stand in his reviews the most is Timothy. Guy never shuts the fuck up. He just bitches about every fucking beer and that, oh, it's this or this. It's like, why can't you just fucking appreciate something? Anyway.
Because he's a lazy hipster, that's why.
I think the hipster thing's a gimmick, or is he really a fucking hipster? I don't know.
Who's Tim?
The Honey Monster.
Honey Monster. Yeah,
Wait, time out. Someone call him a hipster? What?
Because he was drinking Pabst, and Pabst is like the hipster fucking beer now and all that crap.
Well, it's
so-
because he wears
he's-
four different flannels, and they're all like the exact same.
Well,
just
first of all,
different
those aren't
functions.
flannels. Flannels is too, that's too.
Yeah, whatever the fuck they are.
Whatever happened
He's
to that
a,
guy.
he's a
Tablecloths.
professional contrarian is what he is.
Professional contrarian.
Whatever. Do you really want to know what happened to that guy?
I don't know.
Not
He's
really.
not on video anymore.
Is he dead already? Is he dead by now?
Well, basically they don't have a ride here very often, so I'll see one or two of them every once in a while. But Tim just doesn't leave his room now since he's been since he got laid off. He hasn't left his room.
That's
just
not
plays-
healthy.
He plays video games upstairs and walks downstairs in his underwear to pick up his pizza and then goes back to his room.
How
That's
does-
not healthy.
I don't understand.
It's an interesting household, when you have the cartoon, the cantankerous cook, and the Honey Monster living together. It was even more interesting when the man-child lived with them.
So
That's
essentially,
Ken.
what you're saying is his life kind of peaked when he was banging the cartoon's
X?
baby mama.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know we're online, but nobody's gonna watch this long. Did you guys remember the story about why she broke up with him?
I didn't see
Because
that.
he wanted to stick it in her butthole.
Yeah.
They were
this is-
having sex, and he looked at her and he said, "Can I stick it in your pooper hole?" No, sorry, your dumper hole. Your dumper hole.
Dumper hole. Yeah, that's very articulate and
That's when they broke up.
very romantic. Very romantic. Although it doesn't really say much for her that it took that long for her to want to break up with him in the first place. That was the line that was crossed right there. I mean, come on.
All right. We used up a whole minute on the Honey Monster. We're good.
That was convenience humping, is what that was. That was nothing else. That was not a relationship.
The commander and her nicknames, the 3 chicken dinners and.
And then the funny thing is, she thinks she's all that, but it's like she settled for Honey Monster?
You remember when you guys were trolling me when we did the pool review? There was like not just you guys, but other people too, like people that knew how self-centered she was. We're doing the pool review, and she's with me in the bikini in the pool, and people that watch all the time, like faithful members, were like, "You have nicer tits than her." That was the last time she was ever on camera with us. She wouldn't go on anymore because she was all trying to show off her boobs and everything. She kept. Oh wait, my camera's off. She kept doing these. You know, she was like, and they're like, "You have nicer boobs than her."
Why doesn't your wife knock her the fuck out for behaving like that?
This took a dark turn.
We always take a dark turn,
Especially if
it was like
the pooper hole.
It was like you're. Are you kidding me?
I've lost respect for the commander now, knowing that
man.
shit. I thought she was kind of hot. Now I just see she's a greasy fucking whore. Yay!
Good job, Chad.
Chad, did you go over those the rape beer awards?
Excuse me, the rape beer? Oh, rape beer.
Yeah, actually,
like
Man
Kentucky
Antler.
Bastard and Man Antler.
Man Antler was voted the top new brewery according to Rate Beer.
Has anyone had anything from Man Antler?
No. Where is Man Antler? Is it Coburg?
Bowmanville.
Okay, yeah, no, I don't even have a connection there to get me anything from them. I always have people.
I was reading on the Bar Towel. They're saying they're going to be like the Bellwoods in 2016. They're the like most hyped brewery of the year.
Well, and I actually said that too at one point. I'm like, this is the new hyped brewery of Ontario.
Greg, you're probably the closest to that place, so I'm placing an order.
Okay, so here's the question, Chad, though. How many people from that all-female panel we did a couple months back is going to be really pissed off by the name Man Antler?
Yeah.
You misogynist! Why isn't it People Antler?
I'm sure Robin will be. I don't think Erica or Aaron will care, but I'm sure Robin will be.
Why isn't it Person Antler? You white privileged male misogynist!
Is that how they talk? Because I didn't watch.
That's how exactly they talk. No, that's just feminist.
You know what? We had a good conversation that night, though.
We did, because we were respectful and we didn't interrupt.
No, I know you're telling
and
lies.
say the stuff we wanted to say. That's why. That's why it happened.
That's Lee's angle. Everyone else's angle, they were actually. I don't know what to do.
We did invite Jay Terrio in because he apparently had so many interesting things to say. I had some stuff I wanted to say to these girls. Like, oh, fuck's sakes. Why aren't they in the kitchen baking me some fucking scones and some jambalaya and some shit? Like, fuck off.
Surprised we didn't get Chad's in on this on the base talk too.
Oh no, Chad thinks I'm the scurv of the beer tubing community.
Yeah, he's one to fucking talk since he fucking isolated himself like fucking patient fucking zero since you're flag.
Jesus,
fucking piece of shit. Hey guys, I'm Chad. I'm 97.6. Fuck me.
No, really, please.
I'm gonna.
You just look at my comic book collection.
I'm gonna sit here and drool over the fucking beer wench or whatever the fuck her name was. Madison Smith. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drool over here and make uncomfortable comments while we chat, and then she's gonna leave BeerTube altogether because of assholes like me. Yeah.
Well, we talked about that at one point. You know, is it easier for female beer tubers to make it? And I mean, yes and no. I mean, they'll get more views, but they have to deal with a lot more shit.
Yeah, they have to deal with the Chads.
I mean, in all honesty, like Tasting Niche, I couldn't stand her, her videos because of the jump cuts. But like a couple of the videos I've watched in the past, the comments section, it was seriously like all male beer tubers. And at least half the comments were like, "Oh my God, this is a great review. You're looking so good." And I'm just like, what?
Yeah,
like,
they were trying their best not to make a lurid comment, so you can see like all the comments are kind of like they were restricting themselves and guarding themselves. Like, really great review, very descriptive. You're
Yeah,
awesome.
if I watch your video and I comment, it's usually questioning things about the beer that I want to learn about. Hey, what's this? What's that? And then you'll see all the other comments. Oh, you're looking great. Oh, you look fine. Oh, you're hot.
Well,
And, that's what they have to put up with.
Well, that's
It's
the thing. Like,
it's like if Joey Fursto was commenting on Ron Terrio's stuff and Ron was a fucking woman. Essentially, is what it was. Is what it's like. Excellent review, very descriptive. You gave the descriptive qualities of this very well. Sounds like a great beer. Thank you very much, Mr. Terrio.
I don't think that guy exists.
It comes down to it doesn't matter whether you're BeerTube or what. No matter what you're doing, if you are a female doing YouTube, you're going to get a lot more hits. You can make a lot more money because of the hits. But you're going to deal most of your comments. About 90% of your comments are going to be fucking weirdo sickos that are just trying to get in your pants.
Yeah, exactly. And then a lot of them are probably like 13-year-olds as well, who just oh, I could talk about some chick's boobs on the internet. All right.
Then again, I'll play devil's advocate here. You have Tasting Niche. I mean, we can go back to the Hobzine jump cut all over my face type of comments. Now, I mean, if you're saying shit like that in an actual review, then you deserve probably the comments in that specific video. If you're going to do stuff like that, you probably deserve to have fucking stupid comments. More often than not, she doesn't. She doesn't deserve it. But if you're going to do shit like that, then you can't. Yeah, whatever. It goes both ways. I'm not saying she deserves to have sexist comments, but if she does stuff to provoke it, then pretty much so. And she knows what she's doing.
When females do it, you're pretty much damned if you do and damned if you don't. Like the ones that don't do that sort of stuff, like the Gin Suzans and stuff of the world, or the Irish Finneys or whatever, they hardly get anything because they just sit there and talk about the fucking beer, and no one wants to fucking even give them the fucking time of day, which is fucking repulsive.
I mean, if you're gonna, when it comes to beer tubing specifically, it's a male-dominated thing. Obviously, probably 98% of the fucking beer tubers are males.
I find hysterical in the beer tube community. If you look at Real Ale Guide and Mrs. Real Ale Guide usually gets more hits, and I think he gets angry about it because he doesn't give her the bottle. She has to pour the fucking leftovers for herself. Like, he reviews first, and then she goes and hides in the bedroom and does a review with her bed behind her.
Well, he's a fucking asshole, that's why. He's a fucking little small-minded piece of shit with a Napoleon complex. That's why. That's what his fucking problem is.
I'm a small man.
You're not a small man compared to that little fucking midget.
You're such a mean guy. Fucking asshole.
That goddamn little fucking Frodo Baggins motherfucker sitting there fucking buying subs and shit, and his wife's more popular than him because, hey, your wife is actually good looking. Oh, there you go. People actually want to see her videos and not yours.
What's that sign say that's behind Chris?
The Entrepreneur
Power Hour? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go pee in the sink. I'll be back.
Last BDU for the month or what?
No, I'm going to be doing them on Monday nights for the next month because my shifts change for the next 4 weeks, and then I'm back to my normal days.
Who else can we shit talk and get rid of?
You know what? I'm going to
next Wednesday.
Yes, next Wednesday. Monday, you fucking idiot. Ewart is in charge while I'm gone. He's the most mature.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Ewart, can I go to the bathroom?
Ewart, I want to hear all about Hill Farmstead. Go.
Okay, so what kind of water are we drinking tonight?
Perrier?
Yep.
Having great value.
I got some fucking...
I can't afford Perrier. Come on.
Tap water.
Toilet water.
Alright, what should we talk about, fellas? Oh, I was unprepared to take over.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Yeah, what a sad excuse for an adult you are. You can't just pick up.
That's just with the leave. And also, Chad's like, hey, why don't you take over while I go do this? I'm like, oh, well, I could
be prepared, man. You're
down in flame.
What is Vanilla Rye trading for?
What's that? What's Vanilla Rye trading for? Well, actually, I thought you mentioned it. I actually learned something, but man, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. Fundamental observation, Joe.
You
go do
fucking
it.
got nothing. It's crazy. It's I don't know. It's,
No, the thing is, it's all over the map. So it's like it's a very hard. It's a beer everybody wants. It seems like, and then at the same time, there's another beer that Joe seems to be getting that's even more desired, but no one talks about.
I'm going to a bottle share a couple weeks from now, and I asked him. I was like, "Oh, the one buddy said that he could get this beer for vanilla rye." I was like, "I have a vanilla rye. Like, I'll trade it or whatever." I asked you because you were into trades way more than I am. Like when it comes to that type of stuff, knowing values and shit, you know more than me by a significant margin. I'm like, "Hey, what's the value?" You're like, "Don't you know the vanilla rye street value is like $200?" I'm like, "Oh my god, are we trading drugs?" Because like I don't know what the fucking street.
I'm just saying that's what people will do. People will pay $200 for a bottle. It's stupid, but they will. So
my
just know
logic
where
was
the benchmark is.
My logic was vanilla rye for another fucking bourbon barrel aged vanilla beer that's similarly hyped. I'm like, that's where I'm at. That's how trades usually work.
I guess I don't. Maybe I'm not paying attention. I don't hear about the hype. I've heard of this bottle. I just haven't heard about limits. It's just we can't get Bottle Logic anywhere near me, so I just
it's California only. I've heard of it in passing over like the last year, and then I remember people talking about it, and I was like, oh, I don't think there's a lot of bottles. Like I'll never get to try it, whatever. And when this guy said he could get it for, I'm like, I'll do it. But like when you're telling me beers are worth $200, I'm like, this is what I fucking hate about craft beer. Like a single bottle that I paid like $29 for is not worth $200 because of whatever. I'm like, that's. And I know you're probably exaggerating, but it's like
no, dude. Literally, in certain, actually on Facebook, in a couple of groups, someone would say, "I will pay that if someone will sell it to me."
That's fucking insane to me. I don't understand. Like I don't get it.
Hey, it's supply and demand. Supply's going down.
I
People
know,
drinking it up, and it's still holding up, and if people want it, like they keep missing out. Like
How much is cherry rye? Because I should have never traded. You probably owe me about $1.50 at this point.
Nope.
You fucking you knew what you were doing. You fucked me.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You fucked me. You still owe me a ton of shit. You'll never be able to pay me back for the cherry rye.
Listen, you start drinking the stuff I gave to you or traded to you a couple of years ago, and then we'll talk.
No, because that shit's gonna age. I'm gonna bust out some of that Kuhn and stuff probably at the share. I might bring the 2-year-old stout that you gave me, and also I might bring one of the cherry oods I got this year and the one you gave me from 2013. Possibility I do those back to back to see.
Yeah, I like the 2013 better than 2015, but.
Or I might bring one of the this year or last year's Imperial Stout and the barley wine.
No, the barley wine. Oh, so good.
Well, I know. I did the 40 in the bourbon barrel. Fuck, that was so good. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was awesome. Like a couple weekends ago, I was just over in the States at a buddy of mine's, and his neighbor brought over the barley wine. I'm like, oh my god. We got right into that. It was, we had a bunch of stuff to pick from, and I wasn't walking out of there without trying it. Then he told me after the fact, I could have brought rare over. I'm like, oh.
I'll be curious to see if you get, I'd assume you'll get to try it. If this guy will probably save it, but if you do, see what you think, because like I liked it, but I mean I loved it. It was a fucking amazing beer, but it just wasn't. It wasn't even the best of that night. It certainly wasn't close to the best fucking Bourbon County I've had. Like the 2009, 2013, and 14 were all as good, if not better than it.
Yeah. I was actually down in my cellar today. I have a little vertical going from 12 to 15, and I don't know whenever I'm gonna get to it. I keep telling myself if I strike good on beers or on those this year, then I'll do a vertical. But
strike out on what?
On the Bourbon County. Later this year, if I miss a 16, then I'll just do the vertical. Then when it's broken,
you'll get it. Also, I wanted to point out in the chat earlier you mentioned Facebook about Cantillon and stuff and distribution. Basically, I don't know if you know, but it's basically Shelton Brothers. Now you guys get Shelton Brothers. That's why Prairie's showing up. That's why Cantillon's showing up.
Well, I mean, I know it's that, but I was surprised to see that here before like Jester King, Or did are they on?
No, Jester King has no distribution.
Oh, okay, I must get confused with Prairie, but I know Prairie is, and
it's Prairie. I think Perennial as well as with them, and
we haven't seen Perennial here.
But I mean, and you'll see it like we see Cantillon here and there, but it's always like each place gets like max of 6 bottles, and
it's the same thing. Oh, we're having 1 bottle limit, and it's gonna go, and like I don't care. Like the ones what they're bringing, well, it's fine. When I was in Montreal, there's a couple places that had that just to buy and drink on premise. So
yeah, loons for me, like I don't. I mean, I get it. Like, I can see how everyone loves them. Like, I totally understand it, but just I don't care. I don't.
Yeah, it's honestly it's currency more than anything else. I don't. If there's an opportunity to get it, for me, it's more just just trying to chase it down. I won't trade for it. And if I happen to get it easily, then who knows if I'll drink it. If I've had it before, odds are I'll just sit on it for a while. I have a buddy locally who likes that stuff, and he gets other stuff, so I trade with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Huh?
I said yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like I brought stuff back. He brought stuff back from Spain that I like certain looms that I hadn't tried. I brought stuff back from out west that he hadn't tried, and that's how we do with those.
I think Lee would be interested in this one. This is the Grim beer that I'm going to save to share with you at some point. Yes. Now, you probably won't be able to read it even if it zooms in, because I can barely read it because it's fucking stupid. But this is their Super Spruce, Lee. It is a dry hopped Goza that is brewed with spruce tips and conditioned on oak. Crazy. That sounds fucking insane, doesn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds. I've had the fucking Garrison spruce spruce beer that Paul sent to me, and one other local one. And I mean, I understand they usually use spruce tips instead of hops or in addition to them to kind of give you the piney things. But how is that going to work in the Goza is my question.
That'd be interesting, especially if it's a really salty Goza. That'd be an interesting flavor combination.
It'd be weird as fuck, I think. Yeah. I'm down to. I'll have to save it for you, though, because you're like, give me a bomb. Like, fucking, number one, it's a bomber. Number two, Grim. Everyone's fucking jerking off all over the place because of it's Grim. It's Grim. They make awesome beer, but it can't get shit anymore. Their shit used to sit on the fucking shelves for ever, and now they make all kinds of crazy IPAs and dry hop sours and blah blah blah. And now it's fucking this place gets 6 bottles. This place gets 10 bottles. Fucking people are waiting by the door. I'm like, okay. The hype has kind of overtaken them at this point.
Yeah.
So many beers going that way though now. Even I was I picked up the 6 Point Cream here, which that wasn't flying off the shelf, but apparently a lot of people High Res. I think you've had that before, right? You were High Res.
Yeah.
I sent you a beer from them. 3 Beans, Lee. You had from theirs because they're in the energy drink bottles. They're cans, and they're High Res this year. Apparently, 6 Points from Brooklyn, and they're doing the whole distribution where it doesn't make sense. I guess people are having trouble finding it in New Jersey, New York, and PA, but there are cases upon cases just hanging out in Florida. It's should you probably make sure that your home base has enough to I mean, that's where most people have been drinking your stuff for 3-4 years. It's why fucking give them the same as you're giving in Florida? Because Florida doesn't even know who 6 Point is because they just started distributing there. And they're just going to fucking sit there, and those fucking triple IPAs are going to eventually just, turn into fucking American-style barley wines.
No, they figure everyone's going to pair it with honey poop or whatever the fuck that shit is. Hootie poop.
I like honey poop. I'm going to call it honey poop now. That's great.
Honey poop day, You
guys got a double barrel honey poop?
Yeah, honey poop.
I'm actually, it's funny. I'll be in the Tampa area, landing the day after Honey Poop Day. I'm gonna say it everywhere I go.
Why didn't you go the day before? What are you doing?
Because my kids don't get out of school until Friday, and we're driving down on Saturday, and that's the day of. So
I thought it was a work-related thing.
Give them the day off on Friday.
No, I don't care enough.
You'd be like, you motherfuckers, we're all going to Honey Poop Day, and you're liking it.
We're all going to see Honey Poop.
I need to get my allocations. We're freaking 8-year-olds. Let's go.
Yeah, kids can miss a day of school.
I'm one who has my priorities straight. I don't give a shit.
Clearly not. Honey poop is where it's
at. And it's not even about getting the honey poop. It's an extra day in Florida. Take the day off school. It's a Friday.
Get some honey
it's a Friday before I'm going to guess before either March break or the end of school. Nothing's going to happen on either of those days.
Yeah, we're going to leave Friday, and I'm still driving down Saturday, man. It's not going to get there in one day. So
whatever, bro.
Well, they got to take Thursday off, too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you leave Friday instead of Saturday, you'll get there the day of Honey Poop Day.
Care enough, man.
You already got a trade set up with someone for the Honey Poops. Don't lie to me. Yeah,
No.
you fucking
I
son of a
stand
bitch.
in line at 5 a.m. He doesn't care enough.
You'd be like, honey, I gotta go get gas. Let's meet up for the honey poop. We need to train the honey poops.
Right.
If it was a
Joe, that may or may not be true.
I'm gonna pick up some wicked weed for you. Some wicked weed on the way there.
And by the way, guys, just so you hear it here first, so you don't hear it from hearsay and secondhand, I threaten both physical violence and sexual violence against Jay Terrio tonight.
Oh boy.
Just so you know.
Where in this chat? I never noticed.
No, under fucking Jordan's thing on Google Plus site, I just left some comments. I said, first, tell that bitch Jay I'm coming for him. I'm gonna beat his ass at SummerSlam. And then he said, "Oh, Lee, keep it in your pants, haha," and said, "No, I'll pull it out and rape him."
Oh.
Wow.
There you go.
Who was that guy last week? Yeah, wasn't the biggest fan of Jay. Long hair.
Oh, Ned. Ned's fucking.
Yeah,
Ned's
Ned.
crazy.
Viking
Awesome.
dude.
Crazy.
I'll come down to Louisiana.
He's like, they're talking. He's like, who are you? I will come down to Louisiana and break you. Watch this. Totally watch this.
What did I walk into?
A discussion about glorious macro
Me
beers.
drinking some very cold beer from the very cold water from the
Oh,
garage.
that's some Bud Light right there.
Yeah, this is some Bud Light.
There you go.
Nice
All
and
right.
smooth.
I've had enough, guys. I gotta go to bed.
Honey poop. See you later.
I'm getting there
See ya, honey
too.
poop.
Have a good one.
Come back. Make sure I want the triple barrel honey poop.
Nice to meet you, Lee.
What? I'm not leaving.
See you later, Nick.
Oh, I don't know who you all are. I apologize.
Have a good night,
insulting.
Biggie.
I am
Have a good
leaving.
night.
I hear nicknames flying around and insults and fucking all that, and I don't know who the fuck anybody is. I'm Chris. I know Chad. I know Joe. Is that your name, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then Lee, and then the other two guys have nicknames, so I don't know who the fuck they
My
are.
name is Jay Terrio.
Yeah, it's good.
His name is Magical Fridge Greg.
Magical fridge. The magical fridge.
Within a city. Tap and grill.
That's cool. It's been nice meeting you all, and I thank Chad for having me on here.
Thank
I learned a lot tonight from what the differences in beers are, and I'm gonna try as much stuff as I can because I really love beer, obviously, or I wouldn't be here.
Well, it's the best way to do it. Try everything you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the best advice I can give you is don't ever listen to Chad.
Yeah,
That's
don't
right.
listen to me. I have a stupid
Or I listen. You know what? After
anybody
watching
else.
chat, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I don't listen to everything Chad says about beer, but I do respect his opinions when he fucking
It's very
reviews
smart.
something that he really likes.
Nah, don't even really do that. That's kind of.
Well, no,
You straight.
Steam Whistle, hello, he turned me on to that, and I thank him for that.
Well, then you're actually kind of proving my side of the argument here, because if he sent you on to Steam Whistle, then obviously every one of his opinions are shit. Chad is a terrible person. You shouldn't trust anything he says. He's actually kind of a devious motherfucker who lies to his audience.
Yeah, all the time.
Also, if you believe what he says about Innocente, then you're probably gonna die in a plane crash.
I'm not gonna listen to third-party opinions.
Well, Chad's opinion is kind of a third-party opinion because he's no albino, so he's kind of like a third-status human being kind of thing.
When it comes to taste, the only true opinion you can believe
It's
is
your own.
That's true.
Unless you're
I know.
influenced
I
by
know, but
fear, then
you
you're a
guys
liar.
are beer. You guys are beer aficionados, and I'm growing into one, and I respect all the different opinions that we have on beers we like, and it's a lot of fun to talk about different shit that we drink.
This
I
is
don't know
a
about you,
whole.
but I never have any fun talking about beer with Joe.
Oh, never. This is fucking amateur hour. I love it.
It's not fun. It's more of a fucking torture session every time. God damn it.
You love it, Lee. Look at that smile. You love it, baby.
What are you drinking tonight, Lee? What are you drinking?
I'm not drinking anything anymore. I'm done. I was having Spindrift Coastal Lager from.
I've never heard of Spindrift. Where are you from, Lee?
Nova Scotia.
Oh, awesome. Trailer Park Boys. Best show ever. In my opinion, Canadian best fucking comedy show ever, and I've seen a lot of shit. Yeah.
Do they have a new season coming out soon?
Season 10's coming very soon. I'm a SwearNet member, and yes, because they... Now, I'm not sure if I'm right about this. I hope it's not the last season, but yes, Season 10 is coming very soon. They were filming it back in July.
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
I know. I love it.
I have season 1 on DVD. That's it.
Poser.
Better hurry up and get the rest.
Oh, we better go
They're
watch
cheap.
the
They're
entire
like
fucking series of Weeds.
They're like $7 a piece, so I'll end up getting the rest.
They're
Aren't
all.
they all on Netflix, aren't they?
Yes,
Yep.
they are. But that's not
Yeah.
the same as owning the fucking physical copies, which I've got as well.
Yeah, like come on, guys, come on. Like I have a problem with collections. Don't you know this? Don't you
Yeah,
know this?
Hey, your problem is your wife has too many
There we
films
go.
in your fucking shelf.
There we go. Is TV series over there? Oh, here's some movies. Oh.
Awesome, Chad. I love it. I buy all my music too. I've got vinyls, cassettes, CDs. All metal though. I'm not really into anything else.
Good choice.
That's right. That's right.
You should look up the Hardcore Warrior.
Oh God.
I got to spread the love.
There's no love there. There's only sorrow and despair.
That's the best kind of metal though, is funeral doom and black metal. That's my favorite.
It's not funeral doom or black metal.
Have you checked out Reviewing Under the Influence on YouTube?
Nope.
You should. He likes black metal and beer too.
Cool. Cool. It's been great meeting you guys, man.
As
Love
does
it.
the Beer Zerker.
Yeah, I've watched his channel, Beer Zerker. Yeah, I've watched him a couple times.
And Beer Tits Bong 420. He likes metal.
Oh God, don't do that.
Oh,
No,
you gotta go check out his
don't
videos.
watch those,
No.
but he likes metal.
Watch him. Watch him. Do yourself a favor. It's very entertaining. It's the best when he's swatting a half dozen flies away from his glass. I mean, you can't get much better
What
than
the
that.
fuck is he on? Is he on some kind of a hallucinogenic drug or something?
There's nothing he's not on. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't interest me. Then my
He's
days
just high
of
on
drugs
life.
are long over.
He's just high on life, that's all.
You have to have a life to be high on life.
I mean, reviewing chips on a floor that is covered in fucking dog shit, I feel like that's a pretty good life.
Dog shit if he's lucky. God damn, that guy's room must be gross.
I like when he reviews the beers in glasses that have like caked on residue from prior beers.
Oh.
It just looks
Who
like
does
straight
this?
dirt,
Who
but you
does
know it's
this?
not.
Who's this?
I will say no names, my friends.
No, don't fuck. Oh my god.
You should move in with the Honey Monster. They got a room to spare.
I'm not fucking
yeah, they can
going
save on
anywhere
rent.
near that motherfucker.
Oh man.
I'm not going anywhere near that motherfucker. The only reviewer I like besides Chad, Lachlan's okay, or the Reverend, even though those gauges in his ears make him look fucking retarded. Is I like, of course, I like Chad. I like Ken. I like Ken a lot. He's honest. I like him. Obviously Chad's wife, although I've only seen her in a couple reviews.
I've seen her at Walmart.
She's got.
You're a stalker, man. You're a stalker.
I like Paul. I like Paul. I do like Paul as well with Chad. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
Joe's done a bunch of videos here too.
Which one's Joe? Oh, Angry Joe. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it should be Angry Joe. It should. Yeah, it should.
Have you actually like met Chad in person, Joe?
Yes, I have done reviews at his house. For
I
like a year.
didn't know that. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Cool.
You looked at a lot of the macro reviews or a lot of the stuff that you
I've
drink.
been watching his worst beer reviews because they're hilarious.
Yeah, I don't bring bad beers unless they're chiladas or limeritas.
And then I've watched a lot of his best beer reviews. I haven't watched any Beer Alchemy ones. I do want to watch his hard liquor reviews as well.
No, don't watch those.
Oh yeah, why not?
Those will suck.
They drink out of Dixie cups and they fucking ruin everything. I didn't say that.
We do
Chad's-
drink out of Dixie cups, yeah.
Chad's got something in his hand right now. What's that?
That is Domain Pinnacles 1859,
Oh.
which is ice cider aged in apple brandy barrels.
Oh wow.
Didn't you say that was like $70 or something?
It's down to like 45 a bottle now, but yes, at first
Okay.
it's 70.
That's cool. Is it any good, Chad?
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
Awesome, dude.
I just was trolling Nick on his little beer group because he just posted a picture like seconds ago after he left half an hour ago because he had to go to bed.
Oh,
liar. Yeah, I don't mean to be a dick here. This is usually, I think, where you or Paul is, but I got to get going, Ethan. I apologize. I did send you the link 2 hours ago. I'm sure you're working, right? Yep. Yeah.
Working on that mustache.
Nice.
Are you regrowing it? Are you yeah, getting it nice and tight? Nice and tight? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. A rock hard.
I just want to look like you.
It's nice to meet
everybody
you there,
wants to look like Joe.
No one wants to look like me, baby. Nobody. Everyone wants to look like you, Ethan, when you had a beer that you don't have anymore.
That's right.
Don't be it. All right, take it easy, fellas. Have a good night.
Nice to meet you, Joe.
You have a wonderful night.
Yes.
See you.
Cool.
Greg's spanking it at work still.
Actually, I didn't spank it at work tonight. It's a rare thing for me not to.
Oh, the mustache rider's gone to spank it now. Just the thought of Greg spanking it made the mustache rider want to spank
Hey, you know what?
It's going to be a virtual circle jerk going on here.
My
Hey,
voice
I'm
doesn't
not
get it, homie.
fucking
I don't know
doing
what will.
nothing. Fuck that.
I'm almost done the deviator. It's almost gone.
Deviator. Now, what is the deviator, Chad?
It's the bourbon barrel-aged Doppelbock from Cameron's.
Nice. What percentage is that, bud?
8.6.
Ooh, nice. Like the sound of that.
Chad, I've been meaning to ask, what did the shipment costs usually run you for your beer mails? I guess it depends on weight, right?
Yeah, it depends on weight and where it's going too.
Yeah.
I sent two out. I sent two out Monday. I sent one to Alberta and one to Barrie. The one to Barrie cost me $15, and that had 8 beers in it, and some of them were 750s, and some of them were cans, and the one to BC cost me $31.
It's really nice of you that you mail beers out like that, man. That's cool.
Usually a shipment to like Nova Scotia and New Brunswick are going to be under 30. BC costs me under 40, and Alberta's usually in the 30 range.
What would it cost you to mail a beer to Manitoba?
I'm going to guess somewhere in the 20s.
Okay.
But again, it all matters what I have in the package, how big the box is. I've gotten pretty good at packing as small a box as I can.
Do you pay for all the beers you review? Obviously. Oh, okay, that's a dumb question.
I pay for most of the beers I review.
Okay.
I won't lie and say there is nothing that ends up here without a cost, but I won't usually say what those are because it's technically illegal to get free beer. So I pay for most of it, and the government, if they want to, can try and figure out what I didn't pay for.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool, man. I was thinking I would ship you something to try that if you were interested at some point that you can't get out there.
I'm always interested in things I can't get. I've had a bunch of Manitoba beers from Fort Garry. I've had some half-pint stuff. And I've had the Farmery Lager, but I haven't. But again, that was brewed here in Ontario, and then shipped to Manitoba.
Yep.
Because I don't believe they have their brewery operating yet. I think they're still brewing in Muskoka.
You're talking about Farmery, right?
Yep.
Apparently, it was supposed to be set up in Neepawa, Manitoba, which is about 2 hours away from me. But I don't know. You'd probably know more about that than I would.
Yeah, they've been contract brewing since they started at Muskoka. They've been waiting for their brewery to open. I don't know if it's open yet or not.
Yeah, I took a tour there this summer, and they were still there.
There you go. So in the summer, at least, they were still brewing in Muskoka, Ontario.
Cool.
So technically, if you've had Farmery Lager, you've had a You've had a Muskoka beer, technically.
Okay, then I've had it, and it's garbage.
Well, that is the worst thing that's ever been brewed in that building.
I did not like Farmery at all. Nope.
It's not going to be a great beer as soon as you saw them get bought out on the Dragon's Den. You knew it wasn't going to be great beers.
Yep.
They're going to make as much mass appeal beer as they can.
So, Carolina for the Super Bowl. That's who I've got.
I'll be honest with you, man. I don't watch football. I played it. I don't watch it. I'll watch the game because I'm at home. I don't have to work that Sunday.
Do you join any sports, Chad? Like, do you watch any sports?
Hockey's the only sport I actually watch.
Okay, well, let's get on the subject of hockey for a second. You're an Ottawa Senators fan, obviously. I see you with the Senator shirts and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm a Hab. Have been for 25 years of my life since I was 10. Our team, I'm telling you right now, we got to make some serious management changes. I don't think Mark Bergevin knows how to run a fucking team. And our goaltender, Carey Price, probably one of the best goalies in the. He's going to leave Montreal if this tank keeps happening. We got to get over this French elitist bullshit and start drafting some quality players because Montreal, they can't put the puck in the net, and that's what's losing them hockey games right now. And it's really just disgraceful when I've watched this team win cups. A lot. Because I was born in 1980, I've watched them win, and it's like, I know the history of the team, I know how well they played, and it's fucking sad to see them doing as bad as they are. And I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are on what's happening over there in Montreal with that team.
I'll be honest with you, I don't care what happens in Montreal as long as they're underneath the Ottawa Senators.
Okay, cool. Appreciate your honesty. All right.
Oh, Nick responded. He said he secretly joined another beer chat because he was offended by all the offended liberals in our beer BDU. And then he admitted that, he just didn't post his picture, but he's still chatting with me, so I'm going to troll him even more now because I can. I'll troll Nick because he's also a Canadiens fan, and nobody likes Canadiens fans.
Nope.
So you don't like me then? Well, that's great.
You guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Ethan.
I was like, my mic was muted for a minute. I was just going to tell you what I'm drinking tonight.
What are you drinking tonight, Ethan?
This beer I found is sitting on the shelves. I've never even seen it before. It was like $9.
$9? That's cheaper than it is here.
No, I'm kidding. It's 15. It's like 15 or 16 bucks.
That is still cheaper than it is here when you do the conversion.
Yeah, we're at 14, I think, Canadian.
Yeah, 14 Canadian.
Okay. Yeah, I just picked it up.
So like 10 American if you buy it here.
I just released it a couple days ago. So.
Did you review it?
No, I'm just drinking it. I ain't reviewing it. Hell no.
You reviewed it. What did you give it?
I feel like I should save it for, or at least I should get another one and save it for a second version of Canadian Beer Week. So.
I'm going to go pee in my sink again. I'll be right back.
And on that note, Chad's going to go pee in his sink.
I turned off the camera because my fly was undone. Can't stand up with it.
I've also been drinking Sam Adams Nitro White Ale.
Ooh, white ales are bad, man. They're fucking bleached. You shouldn't drink that shit.
Yeah. Well, it's too late.
Bleach. Oh, those fucking things are so gross.
Too late.
So what is that? Is that like a white stout or?
It's a white ale, I guess.
It's a white ale. That's what it says.
It's fucking gross, man. You're not missing out on anything.
It tastes delightful.
Well, you're a lunatic. Just kidding. Enjoy whatever you want. I just know they're fucking got bleach in them, and I won't fucking put anything like that in my body. Bleach.
I bleach my butthole every once in a while, so.
Oh, you do, eh? Okay.
Some of it might have leached in there. So.
We all know this, buddy.
What's up, Jordan? you have your own
Drunk as
chat
a
going?
skunk, but yeah, I did for a bit there. Had a Trappist beer and some Trappist cheese.
Ooh, La Trappe.
Oh, he's doing a pairing, is he?
Yeah, nigga. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're just chilling.
Are you drinking the triple or the double?
Quad.
Quad. I've just had the triple. I haven't had the haven't had any other ones. So
It looks like you like Great Lakes Brewing Company, eh? Because you got a flag hanging there. Where's that brewery? Is that in Ontario as well?
no, the Great Lakes Brewing Company is in Cleveland, Ohio, and then
Oh, you're from the
and then the Great Lakes Beer or whatever. I don't know what the alteration is of that, but I know they're different. But
You're in the United States then, eh?
yes,
Okay.
Ohio to be specific.
Ohio. Okay.
Ohio.
That's cool.
Yep.
I'm in Manitoba, Canada.
Sweet.
Not really. I'm actually from Norway, so that's a lot sweeter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any great beers out that way?
Europe, in my opinion, Belgium and Germany, the Czech Republic, and yeah, they all brew the best beers. Absolutely. Especially Belgium. Especially Belgium. I've had a lot of beers from Belgium, and they're fucking delicious. Yeah. Absolutely.
Have you had a Black Albert?
Which one?
Black Albert.
Fuck. Have I had that?
Fucking women. Fucking women.
Oh,
Fucking women.
From
no, I haven't.
Brewery.
No. No, I actually haven't had that yet.
It's fat. Oh.